Okay, I believe that we are live and we are feeding out to the peoples. Guns are popping. There we go. There we go. Guns are up in the. Walter doesn't really. He's got a gun technically.
This is legally a gun, you schmuck.
Starting early. All right, so you are joining us live on Utreon. The reason why we're on Utreon is so we can hold guns like this one. This is actually the Leonidas 300 Blackout Upper from Liberty Suppressors. And I'll have this really cool thing on it. Look at that. This is what ARs are missing right there. Side charging, yo. This is what ARs are missing. Side charging. So we'll talk about this and other things here during the show. But we are live on Utreon so we can hold guns in the air and wave them like you just don't care. You guys don't get that reference, do you?
Yeah. It's some rap song, probably.
Yeah.
What do you think is the receiver on this?
The upper is.
This is the receiver?
I would say that would be, yes.
Yeah, it would be. That would be. Yeah.
It's serialized on the inside. Yeah,
I can fire that. I can fire that right there, just like that.
Yeah, you hit that. There's a pin. Yeah, you guys probably
pin back.
Right.
Okay.
So anyway, as I was saying, we are live on Utreon. If you guys want to, if you're listening to this later on audio, and we put it out all over the world on I don't know, whatever audio goes up on. You know, all the places, including our website, the audio goes up on iTunes, etc. You can join us live on Utreon/Who Moved My Freedom. And, you know, if you're watching this later on YouTube, because we put it up the next day on YouTube, you know, you can watch us over here if you want to watch us live. Lola, are you giving me a hat or something? Or what's it?
All I could find. I damn near almost broke my neck trying to find your hat.
You almost... No, my darling. What would I do without you?
Okay, all the other hats
I totally would not get a young, hot... big booty chick. Not at all.
Watch it.
Wouldn't do it.
Right before Christmas, you better watch it.
Right, yeah, Patrick says it's right before Christmas.
Have you heard
I
that
wouldn't be able to.
He doesn't know any better, Patrick.
I wouldn't be able to live without you, my
He doesn't
darling.
know any better.
Have you heard that little
Lucky for
Christmas
him,
tune
I'm a
that's going
devoted
around?
wife.
About that?
What Christmas tune?
There's a little parody Christmas tune going around about
Mm-hmm.
balls and cocks and all kinds of stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I
have
don't
seen that on
Oh,
TikTok.
no, I have not heard it.
Marley
Now
showed me
they're
that.
now they're talking about some balls and cocks Christmas tune.
And
So
there's-
anyway,
Okay, no,
yeah.
no.
Anyway, listen. You know what? I don't even have the button to put. Where's the button to push the button thing? Lola, where's the thing that I'm supposed to? There you go. There it goes. Oh my.
To launch the
make
show.
to make this
T-minus
easy to get the show
5,
going here, because since we're
4,
going
3,
kind of. Oh,
2,
you got a long. You got
1.
1.5.
Oh, 1 3/4.
An extra. Let's do
1
the open
1/8.
scene. Boom.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, so check this out. This is crazy. This is, you guys get to see Lola's trying to go out the back. So we're in a completely different van today. My van is in the shop getting some maintenance. Oh, look at that, Lola. You figured out how to go out the back. Are you going to slam the door?
Very funny.
Are you going to? Yeah, Lola couldn't figure out. Yeah, she couldn't get out the back.
Boom.
Yeah, she's not happy. So the sliding door here is got all this equipment on it and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what's going on in my life. The craziness over here. So, let's see. Let's do the jazz hands, right? We should probably get the jazz hands going. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus on me. There we go, jazz hands. Oh wait, did you give me the finger or something?
Patrick did, I think, but
oh, Patrick did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Patrick went, fuck it.
We are. Yeah, Patrick is in a very fuck it mood. We are going to get to that. We are live. This is the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Hank Strange. This is episode 954 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. It's FreeForAll Monday. Of course, that means that we've got my partners in crime. There's Babyface P, Patrick, right there. How do you say? Newly available to the...
Yeah, if anybody's hiring a Google account manager, you let me know. I will. I'll give you a bid.
Yeah.
Or project manager. I'm good project manager.
Yeah, we're trying to get him a job over at Twitter so we can get unbanned.
In other words, Patrick is not employed any further.
Yeah.
At the moment, that is correct.
He still works for Marley.
Well, that doesn't pay any money.
You better believe that. Man. You know, free agent. That's the word I was looking for. And then also, free. He's a free. That
don't keep the electricity on.
We might have to. Yeah. We might have to put him out on the streets. Pimp him out. If anybody's looking for, what is it? It's like a bear, right, Patrick? The little fuzzy dudes that that walk the streets.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I don't either.
Alrighty. Yes. Also,
you don't have to put on the red light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roxanne. Okay. There we also joining us, Walther W. Keller. I don't know what kind of hat he's wearing right now.
This came from SEMA. This used to have that big old nasty looking WD-40 plastic emblem on it.
Oh, okay.
I just ripped it off.
Yeah. And I surgically removed it. Yes, it's a very nice. It's still up in the.
Yeah, you can still see. Yeah. There's some kind of design under there. Oh,
that's what I did yesterday, Sunday. Yeah, yesterday. The company that I work for gave us 6 months ago gave all of us really nice Patagonia jackets.
Ooh,
I'm sorry, North Face.
Oh, North
really
Face.
Nice North Face jackets with the logo on the side. Oh, hell yeah. I took that logo straight off. I'm not about to throw that jacket out. That thing's nice as hell.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's no problem there. Sure.
No.
Okay. You know why this is so funny to me? Because I totally 100% can picture Babyface P like, you bastards. And picking out. It's like, they are toast. He's not even waiting. They are out of here.
What was it, a patch or was it embroidered?
Yeah.
It was embroidered, so it makes it a little more difficult.
You had to cut and cut.
I went through and I sliced the embroidery and I pulled it apart. It took me like an hour, but I'm like, I'm not kidding. This is like an $80 jacket.
Yeah, but you did it so soon.
Hell yeah, I did it soon. It was cold yesterday.
Patrick is like, I'm telling you, when you get on his bad side, he will make voodoo dolls of you.
They better watch it.
Yeah. It's gonna be vengeance. It's gonna be vengeance right now. Shout out to all the people out there. So let me see who I see. Obviously, let's see. 42 Chilled was in here. Shout out to 42 Chilled. He's still in here. Put lots of things up there on the screen for you guys to check out. Let's see. I'm trying to see who else. Chris Cruiseman Bullis is here. Asper Warrior is here. I see him. Shout out to everyone. Asper Warrior says, I'm currently being comment humped for questioning Elon's loyalty to the party on an Instagram post, laugh out loud, by people who think they believe in freedom. Okay, I don't know.
I'm not sure who's... Yeah, did you call out Musk? I've been happy with what he's been saying lately.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like some of the things he says, but then he starts... It's funny how supposedly the Russians pissed him off at one point, but now he's like sucking back up to the Russians. So,
really?
Well, he's anti... He's not real... With the whole Ukraine thing, he's said something. Yeah.
He's anti what with the Ukraine thing?
It's hard to figure because he was giving them stuff to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're giving him the.
I think but maybe he's caught on to Ukraine just being a big scam. I think it's a big scam. I think it's all bullshit. I know these are your people, Walt, but Ukraine is a shithole. It's a scam. Lots of crap going on over there. They are corrupt.
The country of Ukraine is not a shithole, by the way.
Oh, okay. Lots of...
Well, you take a look... Well,
lots of people beg to differ. Uh-huh.
It's not a shithole like, let's just, say...
Don't say it. Yeah.
Never mind.
It's not, I mean, there's lots of corruption over there, Walt. That's what I mean. I mean, I'm not saying it's an ugly place. There's most of the places on the planet are not ugly. There are some ugly places out there.
Hey, did you hear where the the Pentagon can't account for 60-something% of the billions of dollars they've spent. So who are we to call?
We got
Who are we to call?
corruption.
Who are we to call corrupt? And
Mhm.
secondly, when they start talking about merchants of death,
Uh-huh.
we play that game except it's on our side.
For the 5th time in a row, they have been able to have not been able to account for the funding.
Right.
This is the
60,
5th
like-
audit.
We're
This is the
talking
5th
like
audit that
60
they failed.
60 billion or something like that. I mean, some
Something
tremendous
crazy.
amount of money.
Listen. The freaking, what is it? Homeland Security? Who the hell's in charge of the airports? Homeland Security, right?
TSA.
Yeah. What is their success rate at stopping when they test them?
Less than 10%.
Yeah. So yeah, we're America's a shithole too. We've had this conversation many times.
When you say shithole, I think physically a shithole. And there's a lot of places that are physically shitholes. That's why I say the Ukraine was not physically a shithole.
Before Russia started dropping bombs on them and invading them.
Yeah, Russia's more of, if you look at the two of them, Russia's more of a social shithole than Ukraine ever was.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of
You
corruption.
you look how the Russian soldiers act when they're in Ukraine, and you know where it comes from.
They're
Okay, can't argue
stealing.
that.
They're trying to steal refrigerators and washers and dryers.
Yeah.
Like
Russia-
that's
Do you remember
their
when-
loot.
But listen,
Do you remember
listen.
You-
Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
You remember when the helicopter was shot down and when it crashed, what was inside of it? A washing
No.
machine.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
They were
Early in the
using a
war,
helicopter to steal a washing machine.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah. Get it, comrade. Throw it into helicopter, comrade. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And then,
Yep.
not so lucky day, they got shot the fuck
Yeah.
down.
Listen,
so-
They
Russia.
have,
Go ahead.
there's been multiple BMPs that are blown up, and when they go scavenge the BMP, there's like washers and dryers in the back.
What's a
Yeah.
BMP? What's a BMP?
Armored personnel carrier.
Oh, okay.
Right. The-
I could tell you
So-
guys. I could tell you guys something right now. Russia
Ev-
is about to be saved. Do you know why Russia is about to be saved?
Saved from what?
You know why it's
Yeah, I don't-
the Russia is about to be saved because Victor Bout, the Merchant of Death.
Excuse
Oh,
you.
right.
The great American hero is about to save the WNBA. She's coming back. She's gonna
Oh, Lord.
make her
That's
debut at the WNBA and just.
That's
Yeah.
not a she, by the way. That's got nothing to do
I
with
agree.
a she.
Yeah. Well, whoever they are, they're lucky to be back on American soil. You know,
Freak shit.
good for them to be back on American soil. But I think that the Merchant of Death will be over in Ukraine. Wasn't he born in the Ukraine?
He was born in. I wanted to say Kekistan, but it's Kakistan or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Kazakhstan.
Something like that. Kazakhstan. I think
Yeah.
it is
Was it-
Kazakhstan.
Okay, and that's not part of the. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
That's not of the proper Russia. That's not proper Russia. That's
No,
that's
it was
the
a
Republic.
it was a satellite.
Yeah, that's the Republic states, and they're not really too supportive of Pooty Poot either at this point.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
they
not
realize-
a pro-Russian. That's not a pro-Russian stronghold.
Those satellite, those stands down that way, all the stands that way, they're on the fringe. They're not in the. They're not ethnically Russians per se.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Tajikistan. It was another
Yeah,
satellite.
I'm pulling it up here so we can see it. Yeah, it says.
Yeah, he was born
about
in Soviet
origins.
Tajikistan.
Yeah, his birthplace is Dushanbe, Tajik, SSR, Soviet Union, now the capital of Tajikistan. So there you go.
So
But, who knows? Who knows? It says here he's an ethnic Ukrainian. So there you go. That's
Okay.
according to South African intelligence. Blah blah blah. Who knows?
but
yeah.
but when it comes
Free
when
man.
it comes to mullah, mullah talks. You know,
That's exactly right.
whether you're Ukrainian or you're Tzaki or you're Chechen or whatever, if you got the ball, you're balling. Putin
Yeah.
is going to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
It's all Slavic. They're all a different type of Slavic. But no, he has the money, and supposedly him and Putin are friends. They're
Yeah.
good buddies.
Oh yeah. I mean, why do you think that they
They are
was
big.
the-
Yeah, they've been trying to get him. The Russians have been trying to get him for a long time because I think Trump came out and said that they offered, they were offering Whalen, the former Marine.
They don't want to get rid of him for some reason.
No, but they were offering that guy, that former Marine, to Trump during Trump's administration, but he said he was not going to let go of anyone who, in his mind was responsible for killing so many Americans. So he refused to take that deal. But him and the guy and Putin are really good friends. So
why do why do we even talk to Russia?
I don't know.
Don't when this
because
this
of the space station, Walter. Space station.
What gets me is this high and mighty attitude about merchant of death, merchant of death, and it's like, so are we. Mm-hmm. But we haven't been caught, have we? Or
so when you say we, who are you talking about? We as in
the
you,
freaking United States,
as in me, you, and BabyFace, or America? Yeah.
The United States of America. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, we can't argue that one either. I mean, America sent lots of... So, yeah, they call him the Merchant of Death because, he put a lot of guns in parts of West Africa and other places around the world where lots of people got killed. But so did Americans. I agree with that. I can't argue that. Americans have sent guns all over the place, including to Mexico, and lots of people got killed over there.
If he didn't, somebody else would, my friend. It doesn't matter.
I don't disagree with Walter.
No, what I'm saying is the world, if you let the world be the world, our guys would be right there in Africa handing the stuff out too. But
someone would do it. It's just like drugs. If someone would do it. I would agree that. But here's the thing. Look, if we think guys are bad guys, right? Let's say we think someone's a bad guy. Let's say we think this guy was a bad guy. They busted him. When they busted him, he was trying to sell guns to the Colombian FARC, who he thought it wasn't. It was DEA agents, but he was trying to sell guns, and they were telling him, "Oh, we're going to kill American pilots," right? And he was cool with that. Now, if this guy is a bad guy, and they went through all of that to lure him and capture him, why don't we just execute his ass? Why is he bargaining?
I don't know why. Well, he's probably more valuable as a prisoner, would be my guess. For things like this.
Why are all the 9/11 ragheads still in prison down in Guantanamo Bay?
I don't think. No, they're not in Guantanamo. Yeah, they're not in Guantanamo Bay anymore.
They're in Colorado.
Wherever. It doesn't matter. Right. Wouldn't it have been just as easy to have a quick little tribunal? Boom, boom, guilty, get out there. Boom.
But this is what I'm saying. If we think people are bad people,
you put me in office, they would have been gone 20 years ago. Gone. They would have got a flying lesson on the helicopter. Right out the door.
Yeah. I mean, we went through all this trouble to get him, and when they busted him, Russia was fighting that. It took a couple of years. Russia was fighting it legally. And it took a couple of years. Right? Yeah, they were trying to get him back. So why don't we just execute dudes, man? If they're really that bad, we just...
Okay, we don't just do it on a willy-nilly basis. But
allegedly, we executed Osama bin Laden. Allegedly.
He's dead. He's long gone.
So
he's crab bait. He was crab bait.
So why didn't we do it to other dudes? Why are these dudes hanging out and waiting to be bargaining chips?
What I was trying to get to was if all of a sudden you start executing everybody you pick up, they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
As a little bit of
maybe that's correct.
A little tit for tat. So let's see. Yeah. You execute Putin's friend, he's going to pick up 5 or 6 people and accuse them over there and execute them. Boom.
Yeah, you might be right.
Certain parts of the world Americans don't need to go to.
You agree with that?
Why are you going to these places? Listen, I've lived in some crazy places. Why are you going?
Russia was not a problem before all this stuff started. You could travel to Russia. You could travel to all those stands over there, besides Afghanistan, probably. Mm-hmm. Most of those places, unless they're like fanatic Muslims and the fundamentalist stuff, I can't because I kind of stick out like a sore thumb. But but what I'm saying is, you gotta. Yeah.
Do you think if you went over to one of those places, Walt, and you got captured, who do you think we would trade for you?
They're not going to trade anybody for me because I don't got anything on anybody else.
Yeah, you don't got any dirt.
The only reason that so-called female basketball player was returned because she's a black woman and she's gay. Mm-hmm. That's
Can't argue that.
That is bottom line.
That falls in the line of what the Biden administration's all about. So yeah, they're trying to make
not even because she was black. That doesn't even matter.
No, if it was me, if it was good old Hank Strange, over there. They're like, let him die. Let him die.
You know,
he's hetero. You know,
who do you bring
he's
back?
He's listed as a Republican. Fuck that dude.
Well, you bring back the white Marine, and guess what you hear? Well, you should, you're racist. They're so scared of their shadow, they won't do what's right.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. They can't do what's right.
Mm-hmm.
What you should have done is, you know what? If you want your buddy back so bad, Mr. Pooty Poot, unrelease both those people, both Americans, drop them off at the border, both of them. If you want them back, we'll be more than happy to do it.
Well, so that's what. So Patrick and I were talking about this, I think, on Thursday. That's what I think. America didn't play hardball with the negotiation. No. They should have said, no, we're not going to accept one. We want them. We want every American you have. You want this dude? Every American you have right now.
He's worth way more than one prisoner.
Right. Yeah. One female.
And if they don't give up the Americans, then we do it Russian style. We chop off a finger first. Send them a finger. Like, here goes a finger. Oh,
I got news.
They might send us some feet.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the same thing back, my friend. Even worse.
So I don't know. They should have been played more hardball with that stuff. And now this guy's out there, and
he's
by the way, I hear he'll be out there fighting for the Ukraine. He'll be out there trying to capture Ukraine. He's gonna be part of Putin's efforts. How much you want to bet?
I think so.
He ain't got.
No one. You don't believe me, Walter? You do not believe me.
I don't believe it. You people. Why? Let me tell you something. If I had a way to make the kind of money that guy can make, you don't have to go to places and touch people and see.
Oh yeah, no. He's not going to be in Ukraine. He's just going to be making money.
No. And I got news for you. The Russians, they can't. That dude. All the Russian generals and all the Russian men can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. It's just
you don't think so? You think that Russia has no chance of getting Ukraine back? It's over.
I don't think so.
No, they're not going to. No.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
They're gonna.
With you. I don't agree.
Putin's. The Ukrainians are not gonna. They're not gonna bargain it out. There's no.
Well, the Ukrainians have American money on their side, right? They have American.
They got all of Europe on their side.
Europe isn't doing shit.
Have you seen the German 30mm autocannon shooting down the drones?
No, I didn't see that video.
Yeah. Well, anyways, what I'm saying is, it's like you saying somebody's going to come into your house and you're going to give up. You're not going to give up. You're going to fight like a wild dog until there's nothing left to fight. Right. So those people have been dogged by the fucking Russians for centuries, literally centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I still feel like it's a big scam. Ukraine's getting a lot of money. Sometime in the future, we're going to find out.
We're not disagreeing there.
This dude is pumping lots of money off somewhere, and we'll find out about this way down the line here. And so, listen, I'm not a fan of Russia, but I don't know. I still think this is 50-50 to me that Russia could win this one.
They physically can't. They can't figure it out. We've found out how weak the Russians really. We've pumped the Russians up to be the superpower, so we can spend lots and lots and lots.
Maybe
of money.
Bout has some serious guns hidden somewhere that are about to get popped out. We're gonna.
Ain't got no shit. Come on.
We're gonna take a break. We're coming right back. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. All right, let's get some of the comments from the people in here. And by the way, we do have a what is the thing called, Patrick? Discord.
Discord?
Yeah, we do have a Discord. I'll pull the Discord up here.
Oh, there's 9+ things on the Discord. Let's see what the people are.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's put anything new up there since the last time we were in the Discord, but it is up there. If you guys have it, you can feel free to throw your memes or whatever you want up in there, and then we'll get it up here on the screen. I'm gonna get some comments from people here, while we're talking here. So let's see. Let's get some comments from the people. By the way, this is all entertainment, lots of fun. Sometimes we do talk about some serious things in here, but we try to keep it fun. By the way, one of the people here predicted that the Merchant of Death was going to be released. I don't know who it is, but I would say that is a very good-looking person. Let's start with that.
Very full of himself.
Highly intelligent.
I could have told you they were gonna make a deal. It was just a matter of taking time. That's all. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Once they had that chick, it was definitely gonna happen. I'm sorry. Under the Biden administration, it was a done deal. Once they got that chick, if they had just the Marine, no big deal. Like you just said it, Walt. They could have gotten some black dudes. It'd be like, they're men. We don't need any more men in America.
If that would have been some just normal old black guy, they would have said, "Yeah, he's all right." Yeah. But it's that whole, you know what I'm talking about, the freak show. So
yeah. Let's see. We got a bunch of people in here. Asper Warrior, what was he saying? He was saying something about this. He was telling us why he got in trouble on Twitter, or Twitter people. The Twitterati are mad at him. He says, I pointed out that we are happy about what he's been saying, but I question him as a conservative hero. He's kind of arbitrary in his free speech choices. They've been calling in No, but since when is Elon Musk a conservative hero?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
He's not.
Like I said, I like what he's doing. He has things I like, and when sometimes he says stuff, but for the most part, I think he knows what's right and what's wrong. It's not.
Yeah, but he's not a conservative hero.
No. Well, who is? I don't know. For real.
Who is?
For real.
Nowadays, I don't know.
Nobody.
He seems like he might be that, because now all of a sudden, Fox News, like if you look at Fox News, it's all Elon Musk all day and night.
All day,
Yeah, all you see is
they're trying to make him a folk hero.
Yeah, all you see on that screen is some big-legged chicks talking about how awesome Elon Musk is, like they want to have his babies. But you know what the thing is? Fox News and all these other conservative Hollywood type of people, we're not talking about people being shadow banned, outright deleted and all of that. They really didn't give a shit about that up until Elon Musk said he might buy Twitter. They didn't really care. Now all of a sudden he's like a big hero to them. And I'm not knocking Elon Musk. I don't know him, but I've got a Tesla. I've got Starlink.
Like I said, the whole space flight thing.
Yeah,
is pretty freaking. You would look at poor NASA. Poor NASA. Look at NASA.
Yeah.
Bill Nelson, administrator of NASA. And they wonder why they might have a hard time attracting young folks to the thing when the administrator is 80-something years old and a lifelong politician. It's like, okay, he flew on the space shuttle, bless his heart, only because he was a politician. That's why he flew on the space shuttle. He wasn't an astronaut. He had nothing. He wasn't a test pilot.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
By the way, this is from Asper Warrior. He's watching us right now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at all the.
Yeah, they were. I was watching another YouTuber, I believe it was, and they were talking about NASA's coverage of the liftoff of the rocket, and how shitty it was. I mean, how the coverage was like. It was like they were filming. It was like they were filming a TV monitor. That kind of coverage. And they have high definition.
That costs
cameras.
A lot of money. Those cameras.
No, they have all that stuff. It's on the ship, but it's like they're scared.
It's sad.
They're scared to put it out in case something goes wrong. That's what they're scared. It's like this. I guess that's what it would be. Maybe there's little aliens hanging onto the side as it's going up. I don't know, but it's like if you want people to get excited about your program, put that live feed out there where you can see the shit and the fire and the ice falling off and all that stuff, and the stage separation up in space like Musk does and everything, and the satellites coming out. That's cool shit.
You know what, Walter? Yeah. I'm gonna differ with you on this one. Okay, I'm gonna explain my point to you too. I think to nerds like us, we're relatively nerds. We're nerdy people. You're nerds. You love watching the rockets and all that. But the young people, that's bullshit to the young people.
I think you could get folks attracted to it if you try.
I know, believe it you.
No, listen.
You just market it wrong.
Well, here's what I think they need to do to get the young people involved. I'm going to show you guys right now. This is how they get the young people involved in a program.
No, don't put no pussy out.
I know exactly what you're
All
going to say.
Don't fucking
I know
put
exactly
no,
what you're going to say.
no freak show or no blonde pussy out there.
Biden's nuclear waste chief accused of second luggage theft.
No,
That's the
and
second
twice.
time.
This was the second fucking time.
Yeah.
This guy is they put a, besides being the freak show, he's a criminal.
You got
Straight up criminal.
This is America. America, we're putting someone on an administration program that is batshit crazy. Do you guys want to see the image? I don't even think you guys want to see. Okay, you know what?
Oh, I've looked. I know.
I gotta mess everybody up right now. This is the image. This is the guy who was at the Department of Energy in charge of nuclear waste. Oh yeah. This is what's going on in America. This is how you get the young people involved with shit nowadays, because that's how batshit crazy young people are.
You don't have a job like that without having a security clearance, and so
how did he get a security clearance?
They are such people. You'll poo-poo this, Hank. Those folks that dress up and do all that stuff are the biggest security risk you've ever fucking seen in your life. They're trust me. You would never, back when I used to work for a defense contractor, you would never get, if you went and interviewed your neighbors and said he was a cross-dresser and he was doing this and that, you would never get a clearance.
No, I'm not gonna poo-poo.
No, you'd have a job. You could have a job, but you wouldn't get a top secret clearance or a higher clearance. No, you wouldn't.
I'm not gonna poo-poo you saying that. Listen, I think if you said like, hey, if someone's gay, they can't get that thing, I'll go, oh, that's not the thing. This guy is nuts. This guy is nuts.
A freak show.
This guy was out there.
Problem.
This guy has pictures of him with like other dudes dressed up like dogs, like S&M dogs, all kinds of crazy weird stuff. Who approved this? You know who did it?
They looked the other way.
The American government under the Biden administration. They were like, no,
I would love it.
We need to get the young people involved in this.
Obama did the same thing. Obama did the same thing with all the leftist former protester people that was in his administration that have ties back to the 60s terrorists and stuff like that.
60s terrorism, there were a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah. But this is how they're, so I'm going to let Patrick, because I know we're all like talking over each other right now, but they're trying to attract young people like you, Patrick. What do you think about this?
Not with that, they're not.
No.
And he must know somebody that got him that position. From academia or something like that, because
he must more than know that person, Patrick. Come on now.
One of my questions is, did the position that he's in, did it have to get approved by Congress? Because you see, any of the judges, they have to go in front of Congress and testify, and then they get either a yay or nay. Did they? I would love to see his interview process in front of Congress if that position was required.
I don't think it had to be. I would say no on that. I'm going to say
you're
no
probably
to
right.
That. Yeah, because come on, some Republican would have brought that up and be like, "What the hell?"
You would think so.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of freak shows in the administration, and the thing is whatever your personal life is your personal life. But when it bleeds over into batshit craziness like this, why are you getting government jobs? Unless you have evidence. You must have evidence and video. All the shit this guy was doing, he probably has evidence on some of these dudes out there.
I think he knew somebody. I think because he probably comes through academia. I bet you he knew somebody that put him up for the gig without them knowing what he did in his personal time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on. How do you?
I'm giving the best possible.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Look, you know
just trying to be kind.
All you gotta do is get on social media, and you can find pictures of everybody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this guy had some evidence on some people. We probably don't want to even know who he has evidence on. Probably Fauci. I know it's got nothing to do with Fauci. That's comedy right there. But yeah, he has evidence on people. Come on.
But back to the social media and young people in space. You look at SpaceX's stuff. They got people people are filming stuff 24/7 with SpaceX stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's views, there's cameras. You can go online right now and watch what's going on with their testing engines and all that stuff. They have a huge ass young following. Sorry, I mean, okay, it's not teeny bopper 14-year-old playing video game watching. It's more people, you know, 20s, 30s kind of thing. But still, that's pretty young in the scheme of things nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
They have, and there's multiple channels that have YouTube channels that have the stuff on that you like. The Everyday Astronaut. You ever watch Everyday Astronaut? You ever seen him?
Yeah, never even
Young
heard
guy?
of it. But that sounds
Okay.
like something I'd like.
He just got a bunch of YouTubers just got chosen social media people, creators to go up into space on one of the ones that go 300,000 feet or so. Not
that's
come back down.
that's the one that Amazon's working on, the Amazon Bezos thing. That's all fake bullshit. I call bullshit on that. That's just going real high in a plane.
I don't call it space. Unless you re-enter the atmosphere and your life might get burned up coming back into the atmosphere, I don't consider an astronaut. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
to
look,
be an astronaut, you are actually going into space and getting some ass. That's where astronaut comes from.
Okay. We'll let that one go.
Walter takes this, Patrick. You notice he takes this subject so seriously.
It's all that. It's that NASA thing where you can't. I mean, they do have events that they show and people see things, but you don't see what's constantly going on at the pad. You don't see what's going on in the vehicle assembly building. They scream and holler ITAR stuff, which there is some ITAR stuff, but like when the spaceship took off, a lot of YouTubers had cameras set up in different places and they were filming high resolution stuff. And then afterwards, when the rocket took off, it kind of cooked the tower pretty good. They did a lot of damage supposedly. And the
I saw stuff of like they blasted out a door and all kinds of stuff, right?
And the quick connect stuff was exposed. So I don't want people taking photographs of the quick connect stuff, which I understand kind of. I kind of get that stuff, but they were holding back the cameras from the people that put them out there. And the longer you do that, the more the suspicion grows. So why are you holding the cameras back? What? And then they pull back and we got to review the photos, make sure that ITAR stuff. Well, the average person doesn't know what the fuck ITAR is. I do because it applies to the gun stuff, international trade norms and all that stuff. So, but it's just the lack of, come on.
There is no interest. It's not like when we were younger, right? And Patrick is younger than you and I, but we're kind of, the thing is, in past generations in America, they cared about space travel and stuff like that, and the schools cared about it.
I think you can cultivate. It's not as big as it was, but I think
you have to cultivate it.
Well, now in schools, they're trying to groom you and do all kinds of crazy shit, and I don't think they really care about this kind of stuff, and it's not out there. But it is awesome. I agree with you. It's awesome stuff. That's why we have all the amazing things we have, in our world right now. A lot like us being able to talk to each other, right, over the internet.
Oh yeah, massive amounts of space technology is what we use in our daily lives without even thinking about it.
So I'm gonna put the other thing up. Well, there's people that are hungry in the world.
How are we?
Well, there were people hungry 50 years ago too.
Yeah, but this stuff helps feed people, though. It does help. It does help feed people. We can make the world. All of this makes the world a better place, right or wrong?
No. You don't get it. You're not giving the money right to them so they can sit on their ass and you can buy their food. That's what the people they want you to do. They want you to hand that money out to these people.
Instead of buying Twitter, Elon Musk.
But when you give the money, when you give the money though, if you give the money to the people, like giving the money to the people is never giving the money to the people, right? No. Because it always goes to the government and the despots.
Goes to the warlord.
Yeah, the warlords run the countries. They keep all the money. The people still don't have shit.
Yeah.
Well, but what I'm getting at, even if you handed the money, if I handed some person that's hungry $500,000, within a year or two they'll all be gone. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll all be gone. Survey says it'll all be gone. You can't but NASA has to deal with this political process, which 4 years it's for it, 4 years it's against it, 4 years they're pulling the money back, 4 years they're not doing anything, and it's like it just 50 years since you've been to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
50 years. You.
Yeah.
Okay, we had the
Damn it.
space shuttle and we had this, internet.
Yeah.
So we had space. Russians had a space station back then. We had a space station back then. That's no big deal.
It's a shame
Um,
that it hasn't been. We
it-
haven't followed
it's
through
when-
with any of it.
Well, we can't spend the money because we got to give it to, we got to give it to this country and that country, and we got to. Those are the mating habits of the snail on the side of the river, and and, we got to pay for your abortion. Blah 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 blah. Okay,
The space program should have nothing to do with politics, man. It should just be funded, and it's always a good use of money. The space program, in lots of ways, it's better than defense. Although I get it with defense and stuff like that, but that's always a better use to me to fund the space program because we get a lot of good things out of it. So
I don't even really have a problem with the defense industry and all that because it pays people stuff. It buys mortgages, it buys refrigerators, it buys cars.
Yeah. But I think the space program deserves a lot of money, and it's better in the hands of people like Elon Musk than it is in government hands, which is I think how you got into this conversation because they do
A
shit.
lot more.
Anything right.
Yeah.
A lot of things will happen a lot faster if it's in a private situation versus a government situation.
Yeah.
Where you have people that haven't been working at NASA for 25, 30
Look
years.
Look at how SpaceX upgraded the spacesuits. We haven't freaking upgraded spacesuits for a long time.
Yep.
Why is it taking 2 years to launch the next manned mission? 2 years, really?
Why were we sending missions up with Russian rockets? Explain that.
Paying for it.
Well,
and
because-
it was super expensive.
Yeah.
Well, because someplace said, "Well, we can't afford to do that." You know what? When they were doing that, you know what I thought? Just fucking knock it off. What's the big deal? Copy it. They were good engines.
Yeah.
The Russians make hellacious rocket engines. Just knock them off. Fuck it.
No, we
What's
trust. Was it what did they call that? Glasnost? This thing of trying to work with all these different people.
That was with the Russians.
Glasnost?
That Glasnost was with the Russians. Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't a cooperation thing, right? I remember that. I remember that from a James Bond movie.
Well, nothing that tears me up is that we have to drag everybody else up there with us. That isn't paying the way, and it's like, well, international. We have to have international cooperation.
Oh, here it goes. Here's the definition of glasnost. In the former Soviet Union, the policy or practice of more open, consultative government and wider dissemination of information initiated by leader Mikhail Gorbachev from 1985.
At that same time, Pooty Poot was in the KGB.
Yes, he was.
And Pooty Poot's job in the KGB was supplying terror organizations with the materials and the things they needed to get the jobs done. That's what Pooty Poot's. So he knows all about slithering through the hallways and doing all that stuff. But he's not a military person. He's not a planner. And he's been pulling a Hitler and trying to run the war himself. And it's pretty evident.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
I don't know. No. You're right. You're not saying anything wrong. Okay, so listen. In the next segment, when we come back, there's a whole bunch of things going on. I'll save that till we go over there. Asper Warrior says he's going out on date night. So.
Oh, cool.
Have fun.
Yeah, enjoy your.
That's
date
what I
night.
did. That's what I did last time you guys were on.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy your date night. He has a lovely wife.
Had an excellent
So shout out
too.
to shout out to his lovely wife. How was your date night, Walter?
Oh, it was good. Had
good.
seafood
You
and
guys go.
steak and place over in Gandy called Crab Shack.
Okay.
My friend owns that. One of the guys I used to live with before I was married. He owns it now. So I hadn't seen him in a while. So I went over there and met him and his wife, and we just had a lovely little couple hours of.
We're taking a break.
catching up.
We'll be right back. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. Okay, so I think Walter went to get something. So I think The next thing we should talk about, I don't know what he went to get, but what do you think it is, food or guns?
I'm going food.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking food. So the next thing we should talk about here, because you were talking about it before we started, Patrick. Jade Grew says the crypto guy Sam Bankman arrested in the Bahamas. Is that going to make?
We were going to talk about that. Yep.
Yeah. Is that going to make TUSC lose value? So go for it. I think you had an article.
I don't think it'll make TUSC lose value per se. I don't know, but no. Sam Bankman-Fried got arrested. All we know so far, and this must have recently happened, is he got arrested in the Bahamas, and the U.S. is looking to extradite him. That's all I was able to find.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good start. I hope he rots in prison for 35 years, but I have a feeling he knows too many people. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see.
I think this was a rush to arrest him. I mean, 3 weeks.
A rush? He's been out free doing nothing.
How long has this been, dude?
Right?
This is at least 3 weeks.
Pissing around.
How long has this thing been going on? A month? 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So they finally decide to arrest this guy who stole all these billions of dollars and tanked the crypto market. By the way, I'm rocking my TUSC hat.
Quite literally tanked the crypto market all by himself.
Whole market. The TUSC was already down, so you guys don't worry about it. TUSC was worth 0.000000 something. Yeah. Guess what it's worth now? 0.00000.
Nothing.
But TUSC, I think,
he helped tank the rest of the market.
Yeah, he took the rest of the market down while he was chilling in the Bahamas in a frickin', like, what is it, very expensive $100 million commune where they're all getting high, drinking, like Walter is saying, and all having orgies because everybody's doing it to everybody else.
Oh, but remember, he just drove a Toyota Corolla. He's just a regular old Joe.
Yeah. I mean...
how much actual liquid... When you say billions, I mean, people are worth billions, but they don't physically...
Nah, he wasn't liquid. He wasn't worth hardly anything, I don't think.
Dudes will have a setup like this just to lose $10 billion trading. So there you go. I think that's billion, right? So,
another observation about the crypto thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very suspect to manipulation.
It is.
Yeah, well... There's regulations. There are regulations on crypto. The reason why he went to the Bahamas is to avoid American regulations on crypto. So crypto is regulated. Is there crimes going on in there? I would say yes. The whole reason that we got into TUSC, and we only get like TUSC sponsors this podcast and pays us in TUSC. So whatever happens with it goes up and down. To me, it was a really cool thing to figure out how cryptos and other things like this work that normally wouldn't be on our radar. And we're still watching it, and that's what gives us a little bit of insight about what we're talking about today. But I think like all of the financial markets are a gamble, and there's crime rife through all of the financial markets. Remember that we were talking about it, the guy from Bed Bath & Beyond jumped off a roof because he was manipulating the markets? That wasn't $10 billion. But this
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of money. You know who was putting up that money? Lots of liberals, lots of actors were involved in this whole thing. So there were other people there that got involved in FTX. But basically, FTX was able to do what it did because it went outside of America to the Bahamas so that it could trade without oversight, without American oversight. So in the long run...
Even in the U.S., there's not that much oversight. There's not huge amounts of oversight. But no, in the Bahamas, there's even less.
Well, it's at least, so crypto is at least looked at here as a stock, as an investment. And it does have oversight, at least from that. But this guy was paying off or cozying up to even American regulators, right? And then giving money to political parties over here. Most of that money went to Democrats and all that. And so even when they looked at this company, they looked the other way because they were pumping a lot of this money in those folks' direction. So here's the news. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried arrested in the Bahamas. U.S. expected to request extradition, authorities say. Sam Bankman-Fried, disgraced founder of the cryptocurrency exchange. It was an exchange, FTX, was arrested in the Bahamas Monday. So that's today. His arrest came after the United States filed charges against him and was likely to request extradition. The Bahamas and the United States in holding accountable all individuals associated with FTX who may have betrayed the public trust and broken the law, Prime Minister Philip Davis said in a statement. Go ahead, Walt.
Wasn't he laundering money for the Democrats?
Yeah.
So
he was laundering money. Mm-hmm. He was laundering money for Ukraine as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Did you guys?
A lot of places.
Did you guys follow that train?
Yes. There's a lot of money coming in. So this is why I was saying there's a lot of corruption in the Ukraine, because we're sending money to the Ukraine. A lot of that money went to this thing. Not all of it, because we sent a shit ton of money. We sent more than $20 billion. So, but you know, people who are siphoning off that money were sending it in the direction of FTX.
So we would, for anybody that's not aware, we would give money to Ukraine, that $80 billion, whatever it is that we gave to them, $40 billion. Ukraine would then turn around and buy into FTX, and then FTX was then taking that money and giving it to 85 to 90% Democrats, 10% Republicans. Mm-hmm. So it was purely money laundering from that standpoint.
Yeah.
So those people that took that money know this is kind of the scam, isn't it? I mean,
no, people thought this was safe. Lots of people thought this was safe. Like in that,
where's the young guy getting the money from? You know, don't you have that when you know what? If you're at your house and some guy shows up, some 16-year-old, and he's got $100 bills, stacks of $100 bills.
Yeah, you're gonna be a little suspicious, right?
You're gonna get a little curious. It's like,
yeah, you're not gonna just go, "Oh, thanks."
That's okay. Just give me some. You know.
By the way, we all know a dude who, a young guy who made a lot of money from crypto. I forgot his name right now, but that we met that kid. What was his name? You met him. You met him, Patrick.
Whoever it is, you don't need to blast his name out there. That he made a bunch of money.
I'm not gonna blast. Yeah, I'm not gonna blast his name. But you know who I'm talking about because you sold him. You sold him that bullpup that I sold you.
I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
There's lots of people that made lots of money with crypto, but when you run it as a laundering scheme, it's
if you are using as an exchange a company that
you're washing the
went
money
outside of the United States so it wouldn't be regulated, it's highly likely that stuff like this is going to happen. Even though I agree with you guys, it's kind of like the Wild Wild West. Well, now you're in the super Wild Wild West by going, messing around with this company, but this stuff happens, and also celebrities were involved in it. I don't know if this is directly related. Justin Bieber, Madonna, Adidas, and more named in class action cryptocurrency lawsuit. Dozens of celebrities were named in a class action lawsuit filed Thursday against blockchain cryptocurrency startup Yunga Labs Inc. Madonna. Paris
That's a different one. Who's this one?
Yeah, Yunga.
This is different from FTX. Don't mix them up.
No, but I'm just saying. But celebrities were involved in promoting FTX as well. So this is a lawsuit. Mm-hmm.
Celebrities have been pushing, starting up their own NFTs, pushing them, and then walking away from them after taking all the money. So
you cash out. Yeah, you cash out.
Yeah, they just cash out and walk away.
Yeah, lots of celebrities. I'm trying to figure out like celebrities. And there was a bunch of celebrities involved with FTX that we probably would recognize. Okay, here we go. There are lawsuits against the celebrities on the. Here we go. Celebrity crypto ambassadors sued over FTX crash.
Brady
was one? Yeah, the crypto bubble began to burst last week when hot cryptocurrency exchange FTX dove. This is old, but let me see when is this dated. November 17th, right? So this is how long this guy has been out. Since the beginning of November, this happened, and this guy got arrested now. So it says last week when hot cryptocurrency exchange FTX dove headfirst into bankruptcy, dragging all of its celebrity promoters down with it. Larry David, Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen, Shaquille O'Neal, Stephen Curry, and others named in a class action lawsuit.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like the old days of what's his name that brought all the pyramid scheme.
Oh God,
I
what
know
was
who
his
you're
name
talking
back
about.
then?
He went to my high school. You're talking
yeah.
about Madoff.
Madoff,
Madoff.
yeah. He made
Yeah.
off with their money, just like
Yes.
this guy did.
Yep.
It's the same concept. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, if you follow me over here, we'll make a lot of money. And it's like next thing you know, gone. See ya.
Yeah, Walter's
You make a
breaking
lot of
up. I
money,
don't know
all
why. Walter's probably not on the right
No,
internet.
it's all of us. It's
Oh, we're
your
all
internet's
breaking up?
having hiccups.
I blame Walter. I blame Walter's internet. Let me check my internet. It looks like it's okay. Let me see.
All right. You want me to? I gotta do
No,
it.
you're
Just to show
no. Don't
you.
do it. Don't do it. I just pushed the thing closer to the window. Don't. Oh, here we go.
Let's see here, Walter.
Damn it.
My internet. How dare you? Even in
Speedtest.net.
I'm ready to go to frickin' lunar surface, man. I'm tell you what.
I'm going to the moon. 250 megs.
You won't believe this. Holy cow. Fuck me. That thing's like hard. This thing's got like Elon Musk times 10. Download is 451. I'm not even going to look at the upload.
No. Oh,
No,
wow.
wait, excuse me.
That is to the moon.
751. 751.
I'm
Sorry.
260 down, 280 up.
Yeah.
7. I've never seen that here. 7.
Yeah. Shelly Fungus says crypto is not regulated. It is regulated. There's not.
No, it's not regulated like stock market or any of that stuff. It's not the same.
Yes, it is. It's under.
No,
the same
it's not.
regulations
It's not
as the stock
regulated like
market.
that.
Okay.
I'm staying out because I don't know.
I mean,
but anyway.
you have to pay your taxes on it, but it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same regulations. You can spin up an NFT tomorrow if you wanted to. If you want to pay for the fee on it, you can spin that up anytime you want.
Yes, but the fee that you will be—that's not an NF. I mean, the NFT is a completely different thing. You'd have to pay your fee with actual crypto, and that crypto, is regulated just like anything else on the stock market. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you guys, how much regulation do you want? How much regulation do you want? How much regulation do you want?
I don't want the.
How
I
much-
don't want crypto regulated.
Yeah. Let's talk as gun guys. How many gun laws do you guys want?
Exactly. No, I don't want it regulated. I think it's better without
But
it being
that's-
regulated.
Here, let me show you the difference. I can physically touch this gun. You can't physically touch crypto.
You can physically. I'm not trying to defend crypto. You would physically touch crypto. Is all your money under your bed? Is it under your mattress? Is all your money
No.
under your mattress, or is it in a bank account? Because you can't
Well, I'm not
physically
gonna-
touch it unless you go to the bank and take some out, right?
Yeah, I'm not telling anybody where my money is.
Walter froze up for a second. He's like, "How did Hank know where I keep my money?"
Yeah.
It is literally Walter's money is literally under his bed. So listen, all of our money is in imaginary spaces, man. All of our money is in imaginary spaces. It's all good until we get a run on our money like other countries have had. Like one day all Americans try to go get their money and then realize, oh wait,
Fiat
What
currency
happened?
is a scam.
But I can't print that money if I want to, so I can't start another. Like Patrick was saying, I can't start my own coin.
Right.
Let's have the SHF coin. It's like
well, you can't
Whatever.
you can't even that it is regulated. There are regulations for that. That's what we've had Rob McNeely of TUSC coming on here to tell us.
Yes.
There is regulations
And
for all this stuff.
And yes, there is.
Yeah.
But
These
it's still a little
guys,
bit-
the FTX was not. I think they did have their own crypto, okay. But FTX, the thing that crashed, was an exchange. Now, what they were doing was they were using people's money and buying their own crypto and doing a whole Ponzi scheme thing over to the side. But FTX was an exchange, and people went to deal with them because it was like, oh, this is real easy to do this. These guys don't have to go through the regulations of being here in America. They went to the Bahamas. Therefore, they didn't have to be regulated as an American exchange would be regulated, and that's why they did this. Does anyone doubt what I'm saying there about with that? Does anyone doubt that? That's what happened. That's what these dudes did. They
went to the
literally-
Bahamas to get away. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they went to the Bahamas to get away, and when the American government looked at them, specifically this administration, I'm not sure, probably the administration before this, right? But this was a company that was lauded by celebrities. Celebrities did commercials for this. They gave lots of money to Democrats. Okay?
I'm just gonna say it now. If you buy into something because a celebrity endorses it, maybe you deserve to lose your money.
Yeah, I mean, I want to tell you guys something. I'm only going to eat liver from now on. You guys are going to see me get real buff.
Oh, Jesus. So you want to move on to that?
We can talk about it.
I don't know about this
The
one. Go
Liver
ahead.
King.
I don't
Okay,
know why
explain it,
anybody
Patrick.
believes-
Explain it.
Who's
There's a
pushing
guy
liver?
on the
The
internet.
blood-
Hank's gonna have to pull up a picture of him to show Walter what he looks like.
Yeah, hold on.
He-
Walter, you don't
he's
know
been
about
running-
the Liver King?
Yeah, I didn't know about him until
No.
about a month ago, so I don't blame you, Walter.
Oh, okay.
No.
He runs a supplement company, saying that, and all these other things, saying that you can live a natural, healthy lifestyle by eating a bunch of organ meat and working out 7
Look
times
at that
a day
guy, Walt. That could
and
be
get
you.
a physique. So he says that physique there was all natural from eating liver and organ meat and working out.
And
a
he's
bunch
45 years old.
Yeah, 45 years old. And
Okay,
most of the people that know anything about bodybuilding are like, no, that's not natural. There's no way.
Yeah.
And
And
it turns out
he was
it's not
selling
natural.
naturals. He was selling natural supplements. He said he
Yep.
was eating liver and everything from the rooter to the tutor, the way that
Yep.
the cavemen did, and
Yep.
working out, and he.
And then,
he
but
did
he was
nothing.
also a lifestyle guru telling you the way you should live your life and the 9 pinnacles of being a man or some bullshit like that.
What's he
And people-
selling? He's selling
Supplements.
everything.
Supplements.
Yes.
And people bought into it and made him. What they said he was making 10, 15, 20 million dollars a month or something like that.
Yeah,
off
it
supplements.
says despite being a viral star because of his sheer massive size that he claimed was from his ancestral living, quote unquote, lifestyle, the Liver King was allegedly making nearly 100 million a
100
year
million a year
in his heart and
off of
soul and ancestral supplements company.
And he
He's-
eventually
and it was
admitted
all-
to taking steroids.
Well,
Yes,
because
and then he came out the other day saying, I admit I was taking steroids, but
yeah,
like any
someone
good
busted
scam
him.
artist-
Someone busted him. That's why he
Yeah, somebody
came out.
busted
Yeah.
him, but like any
Yeah.
good scam artist, he said he did it for the right reason. He's just
For the
trying to
young
help
people, for the young people.
He's just trying to help the young people survive by taking steroids. It was ridiculous. All of it.
Walter, that look on Walter's face is just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it for one thing. That thing called
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
What-
Everybody can agree on that one.
the wallet. Okay, there are folks, or myself is one of them. Eat normal food. You work out. You build mass. You build blah 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 blah. I have friends. They fucking couldn't do it if their life depended. Their body said, "Fuck you! I ain't getting big," and they stayed skinny and whatever, you know.
Mhm.
Then I knew some people that want some roid rangers, as they call them, a roid ranger, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Ah," like that guy, you know, "Ah," you know, and you can tell right away. It's not, you can't hide it, you know, and the way
No.
they act too.
That physique.
They-
Look at that physique and tell me that anything about that is au natural.
So a lot of what he was doing, I think he was taking straight up steroids, but a lot of what he was doing was HGH, human growth hormones, which
Yes.
a lot of dudes are doing now. And basically what that does is like it trick your body into thinking that you're younger.
Yes.
And-
yes.
Mhm.
And you
And
know,
you know-
I can't blame a guy if you're in your late 40s, early 50s,
Yeah.
and you start getting run down. I
Yeah.
can't blame somebody for going and wanting to get a shot of testosterone or something.
Well,
to make
we've
you feel
talked
better.
about this before. Like, where's all
Yeah.
the old dudes? Where are all these old dudes with cum gutters coming from? You know, the old dudes.
it's-
These
it's
are cum
gutters?
gutters.
cum gutters? What did you say?
gutters.
Cum gutter?
Yeah, cum
Oh.
gutters.
Don't
That's-
look it up.
Look it up, Walt. That's exactly what that is.
And for
Yeah.
those who don't know, the filter is the blood filter, and I'm not eating the filter. Sorry.
No. There's a reason why that stuff got filtered out in that section. You do not eat that. I don't understand.
What are you talking
people
about?
eat
Liver? You don't eat liver at
Yeah,
all?
liver, yeah.
Oh, okay.
that. No, it filters out
mean-
nasty shit. That's like people that drink their own pee and tells you that it's healthy. Like, no.
Yeah, Dad Hates You says, I'm not eating liver. That's like eating your car's filter. And that's what my grandfather used to say.
Absolutely.
And Night Train says, what about all those celebrities that shilled for that? With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. You don't, but by the way, I think Patrick is right. Don't look up that thing I just said to you, Walt. You don't.
It doesn't sound very.
Here's an article. Rick and Morty,
Walter.
Rick and Morty caused a massive spike on Google for gross NSFW term.
But they didn't come up with it. Rick and Morty did not come up with it. It's well before that. The original, if you want to be an originalist, it's called an Adonis belt. You can look up an Adonis belt, and that is that lower six-pack design. It's the same idea.
Yeah, but
Leave it.
But Rick and Morty has been talking about this for a long time, and that's where
they might talk about it, but they didn't come up with cum
because
gunners.
they're like,
cum
how come there's all these old dudes that are ripped
with cum gunners?
Yeah, when you see all these old dudes that are ripped out there, like that's from a Rick and Morty thing. That's not natural, people. Old dudes are not supposed to be. Yeah,
Adonis, an Adonis.
You don't look that up either. Don't look that up.
It might give you a little bit of some gay result, but you can look that one.
If you do, you're gonna have to clear your Google search. Everything.
But no, anybody that you could look at that man and go, that's not a normal. Humans don't look like that. Mm-hmm. No matter, you can be primo alpha Superman, and humans don't build like that. We're not made like that. Mm-hmm. So it didn't surprise me at all when it came out that he was bullshit.
By the way, what's a dude trying to accomplish? I'm just curious for all the dudes out there. We got a lot of dudes that listen to our podcast and watch and all that here. What are you as a dude trying to accomplish? Because obviously this costs money. This stuff is not cheap. This HGH stuff. Yeah, what are you trying to accomplish by looking so cock diesel and ripped when you're like 50 and 60 years old? What's your aim over here? So Patrick, I'm gonna let Patrick go first. Tell us, Patrick.
There are medical reasons that you might want to get pumped with a little bit of something if your body stops producing the hormones you need. I see that, and I totally agree. If you hit 50 and you're not making the hormones you need, go see an endocrinologist and go, hey, I need some hormones.
Okay, that I understand. That I get, right?
But why do 60-year-olds need to be cocky?
I don't know. So because you're getting testosterone has nothing to do with that. So because you're getting testosterone, it doesn't mean you're all of a sudden getting cock diesel. Why are dudes getting cock diesel? And that guy, by the way, had surgery.
I'm pretty sure.
Because you got to have surgery, and you have to have certain implants to look all that ripped.
It doesn't just to look like that. A lot of people don't realize that if you look at Bowflex or things like that on TV, and you see the dudes that are like super ripped, right, like working out on the Blowflex. The reason they look like that is because they go and that dude's also on steroids.
This is a 50-something-year-old dude right here.
I will fight anybody that thinks he is not on steroids. People just don't look like that. We don't naturally. I don't care if you're Samoan. You're not naturally built like that at 60. It doesn't matter.
That's funny. Yeah, The Rock is my age. That's why I always say The Rock could play me in the movie. You know.
Now, one must remember The Rock, like a model, that's his job to have.
That's how he makes money.
It is.
So
that's the reason he looks like that.
He spends X amount of time every day working that body to keep it fit.
Okay, he's famous and he makes money off of that, just like chicks get big boob jobs or whatever. But Walter, you tell me, why is an old dude, right, 50, 60, why are you trying to be ripped?
Well, you ever heard that thing called poussoir?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. If you're single and
When
50,
the
yeah.
when the
What?
fifth when if the 50-year-old guy looks like the 25, better than the 25, he's gonna be. Let me tell you the fact. He's gonna be banging all the girls.
Really?
There's only Hank. You know this. There are only a couple ways that a 50-year-old gets a 22-year-old. You're Jack Diesel.
Money.
There's only one way, money.
Or money.
It's
Or
only money.
That's
It's
it.
only money.
Or the guy is like he's.
Or she is somebody you
Or
do
has-
not want to be hanging around because she is horribly broken. Don't date
She's
that.
got a daddy complex or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not believe that these young chicks are dealing with the cock diesel dude looking like the Rock or the Liver King because of the body. I don't believe that. It's money.
Yeah.
It's money. Period.
Well, it plays a
You
part.
can
in
look
it, yeah,
however
it
you
plays a
want
part.
to. If I
It's
had
just-
the money, I'd get the same result.
It's a status thing. It's all status to me.
Yeah. But this reminds me. Remember that billionaire we talked about a long time ago that died on the operating table trying to get a schlong enlargement?
Yes. Just
remember
be
that,
happy with
Walter?
the gift
Yeah.
God gave you.
No, if you got money, if God gifted you with cajillions of dollars, you don't have to look all cock diesel. You don't.
No, absolutely not. No, you can have
It's
any
not
tail you
necessary.
want in this world.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah,
pump
absolutely.
yourself up with all these drugs. Who knows what the hell these drugs are going to do to you?
By the way, The Rock's last movie I heard was a flop. By the way, so
I haven't seen it. I haven't.
I heard. I just saw something about it somewhere on the interweb saying it was pretty much a flop. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see here. Dan Hates
12
says.
inches. 42
Huh?
chilled, 12 inches. 42 chilled, 12 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Who cares? That chick don't care how. As a matter of fact, to her, she's better. Like I'd rather get like 3 inches. Seriously, right? Let's work for her. She don't want to die for whatever money she's trying to get from you. Why do all this to yourself? Why do it? And this has to shorten your life. It looks like it's lengthening your life. I don't really believe that it is.
Well, steroids are not good for you. Steroids are not.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Because aside from working the muscles, it does things to your organs inside too. So
Yeah,
Yes,
steroids will destroy your body, but this human growth hormone is a completely different level kind of thing going on here, and lots of dudes are on it. I think Joe Rogan said he's on it. There's lots of celebrities out there that are on that. That's how you see them walking around with these caveman bodies, right? Which is all
juice.
good. Yeah, it's all good. I've already said we need to have the frickin' mutant leagues.
Look,
I stick to
if
that.
it's genetically
did,
you don't
though.
got it. You don't got it, guys. I got the caveman right here. It's part of my being. You know,
Oh.
if you don't have, if you don't got a big Cro-Magnon head, then you ain't got the caveman going.
Caveman. How long was caveman's life expectancy? Just out of curiosity.
Probably about 3 days on a good day.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think
very
caveman-
long. They didn't.
Yeah.
That was a rough.
Yeah.
Well, look at even
I
back
don't-
in the United States, back in the West. By the time you were 35 or 40, you were an old
You were
fuck.
eaten.
Toast.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're toast. Yeah.
That's when
that
they started
Patrick?
breeding at 12 and 13.
Yeah.
You know?
About the mutant leagues,
Mhm.
the NHL had the mutant leagues. Did you guys see that?
No. When did they have to?
I'll read this for you. I'll read this to you from the Blaze 3 days ago. Transgender hockey tournament promoted by NHL results in biologically male player concussing female player. So the
Yeah.
What
mutant
do you
leagues
think?
happened, and
Yeah. So it was a.
to nobody's surprise,
Mhm.
the man beat the shit out of the woman.
Because it's not a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are there pictures?
Not
that we
I
want
don't
to see.
I don't see any of the person getting concussed, but somebody absolutely got concussed.
Yeah.
Remember,
So,
ladies,
yes, mutant leagues
stick to the
did
nads.
happen.
Yeah, we have the mutant league. Yeah.
Stick to the nads, ladies. Stick to the nads. That'll take care of that tranny.
Well,
Stick to
bone
the nads.
densities are different, and there are, of course, some women that have real solid bone densities and all that kind of stuff.
There are
but-
some women that have a lot of male characteristics versus being 100% feminine. So yes.
DC. So we got a couple of things going on here. Dan Hates You says I'm fueled by caffeine, ibuprofen, and hate. I think I couldn't benefit from being fueled by something else. DCG44 says Hank tried to get Rob from TUSC on. Yes, we will get him on to talk about this. Armament and Axis says, Hank, good to see you all. I've been sick as a dog for a week. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And Chris Cruiseman Bullis says, old dudes get ripped so they can swim in the poontang.
That's right.
I don't think that's working.
Don't find you a daddy issues girl. It's not worth it. It's just not. That's the type of girl that will like try to Lorraine above at you later on. So just don't.
Lorraine Bobbitt.
Yeah.
Bobbitt, whatever.
You're better off just being an old dude, and you have this hot chick because you have money. You know, first of all, why can't you just find a hot MILF? Like a more experienced...
go get you a cougar.
Yeah, more experienced. Yeah, come on now. You know how many of these old chicks are out there dating young dudes now? Lola and I were talking about that the other day.
There's plenty of experienced ladies out there.
There's a lot of old ladies that have money, and they're just dating some 20-year-olds. Like 50, 60 years old, dating some 20-year-old dudes. Younger than their kids.
Wang dang, sweet poontang.
Did you see who Cher is dating? Cher is dating a young dude.
That woman is ugly as a... Ugh.
Oh, let me see.
You know what's about ugly? That thing that's called Madonna, that identifies as McDonald's.
Oh, God.
Fucking
terrible.
God. That is a freak show.
Okay, check this out. This is Cher's boyfriend right here.
When you got the money.
I mean, I don't even know what he's doing. There's nothing but dust coming out of there.
I mean...
Look,
listen,
that chick in the background is even
Hank.
worse than Cher right there. Oh, my God.
There are some pluses. You don't have to worry about knocking her up, because that ain't happening.
No.
Yeah. You do have to worry about breaking her hips.
Probably. Probably.
You know.
How old is she?
Cher? Oh, my God.
76?
76 years old. 76.
Yeah, she's pushing 80.
76.
She's pushing 80.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What, a 20-year-old dating a 76-year-old? What the fuck?
Yeah, and her boyfriend.
What the?
That's weird as shit.
Yeah. And her boyfriend, he had like some young hot chick. I'm trying to remember her name right now, but I can't remember. He was dating like this hot chick, her boyfriend, and now he's dating Cher. So obviously that hot chick didn't have no money.
No thanks.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, old chicks are doing it too. I'm not hating on Cher. You know, I think it's the same thing for that dude, man. You don't even have to do it. Cher don't even know. 76. She's probably just as crazy as Biden. She has no clue what she's getting.
76. That's just wild.
42 Chill says, "Don't get caught dry." She's past the MILF, man. She's freaking saber-tooth.
She's invested in KY. She just gets gallons.
That term MILF.
Oh, Lord.
A mother you'd like could be 25.
She ain't no mama.
She's a G Jilf. She's past grandmas. She's a double G. There you go. Night Train says human growth hormone can also grow your bones. Anything that grows your bones scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's not good stuff.
Well, it's all things that you should be monitored by medical professionals when you're doing it, and everything has a side effect, and the body, it happens naturally in the body when you're young, and when you're old and you're doing that stuff, what do you think you're doing to yourself? It doesn't come with just the benefits. It comes with the downside of that. So just be natural.
There's this whole medical problem that, in general, let's say, if your body decides that it no longer needs a part of it because the hormones that it should be making are just being planted into you, then your body shrinks those things. I'm just letting people know that. That's how that works.
Are you talking about your testicular?
If you pump too much of that shit in you and your body goes, well, we don't need these anymore. Whoop.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's worse. That's worse.
Yep.
You need your ding dong all through your life.
And there ain't nothing Cher's gonna do to fix that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Not a damn thing.
No. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you got the money, you don't need to do all this stuff. Just be an old dude. You still get the
Just
hot
be a
chicks.
rich old dude. You could have a different girlfriend, different chick on your arm every week if you have money. Just go
42
be a
Chill
horny
says
old
blue
dude.
pills. There you go. Listen, if you're rich,
pills.
you just hire a body double to do stuff for you. You just sit back, go like, oh, I'm looking pretty good over there. What is like? Is this the most important thing until death? Probably yes. The answer to that question. Dudes getting poontang is the most important.
Absolutely.
Thing. That's more important than anything else in life.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
As a male, in the animal world, that's your modus operandi.
Yeah.
That's why it clicked on me one day. It's like, yeah, I know lions, tigers. Their modus operandi is to find that next piece of ass, pretty much.
Right.
And what's different about us?
Nothing. But listen, here's my thing, though. My thing is this: when you get older, it's up to your kids. Like, Walt, you and I have kids who are old enough to do stuff. So it's not to say that we don't do things, but all the young stuff is up to our kids now. BabyFace is about to pop a kid out, in a couple of...
ain't no kid coming out of nothing here.
Well,
I ain't popping nothing out of me.
Technically. Technically, the wife is about to pop one out.
Could you imagine you had to pop one out of you? Hell no.
There would be no people on this planet if men had to have babies.
I ain't reproducing if it had to come out of my wang. Nope.
Yeah. If dudes had to push out the babies, it's over for the human race.
Yep. Nope.
Civilization is over.
But look, my point I'm making to you is this: a lot of that stuff is up to the kids. Like our kids could go do a whole bunch of that stuff. We old dudes can still have fun and do their thing or whatever. But what I'm saying to you is that's for the kids now to go do, right? You move on to a different stage in your life where
you should be moving on to a different stage in your life.
You
Not
do your
everybody
thing,
does.
you have fun, but you're not like trying to run down. It's like, what's that story about the two bulls were like up a hill watching the cows down in the pasture? Does anyone know that story?
I don't know this one.
It's like an old bull and a young bull. Walt, come on, someone has to. I asked about this.
I know Ferdinand, but that was a kid's tale.
No one knows the tale of the old bull and the young bull?
No.
Oh my god, now I gotta look this up. Yeah, it's a joke. Okay, here we go. It's a joke. I just found it. The old bull, young bull. Here's one of my favorite stories, for the most part true, maybe young. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see where's the actual story. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read it for you guys. The young bull and the old bull are standing on a hillside overlooking a pasture full of cows. The young bull is prancing around all excited, and he says to the old bull, let's run down there and, bang some of those cows. Yeah, let's go run down there and bang some of those cows. The old bull just shakes his head and says, nah. He says, let's walk down there and bang all of them. Yeah. Old bull and the young bull. See, when you get old, that's how you got to look at it,
Well, but the story, the thing of the story is the old bull just takes his time at it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just take your time. You got nothing. You got life left. You don't need to spend all your time working out.
No sense in being hot and all sweaty by the time you get down there. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, come on. You're gonna take these freaking HGHs. Then you're gonna be up in the gym you're gonna drive your C8 Corvette up to the gym. And then you'll just be in there just pumping iron. Like you're freaking The Rock or something, working out for 3-4 hours a day. Why? And then, as Patrick is saying, your nuts are shriveling up.
That's right.
That's wasted energy to me, man. That's wasted
Listen,
energy.
If you need proof in the pudding, just go look at, what's that old folks town just south of us?
The
It's got all the STDs. The villages. Go look at the villages. Those old coots don't go working out. They don't care. And they get plenty of poon.
They go to happy hour, and they get the early bird, and then they get the early bird again. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, those dudes over there, man, they're just looking out for some old, widower type chicks,
I bet the numbers are probably on the dude's favor in the villages.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Also,
know
if you're the type that wants to date a share, go move down to the villages. You can find you one down there. Probably.
Cher's not even real. That's not even real. She's probably sending a freaking like Cher lookalike from Las Vegas out. That can't be the real Cher out there still. Come on now.
76. Ugh.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's crazy. Yeah.
We've all gotten overly cautious, by the way. So this is the new. We hear that 1 minute alarm, and all of us get real quiet, waiting for that last 10 seconds.
2, 1.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, we should probably do some gun stuff. Probably makes sense. But DCG44 says, saw a joke today. Woman says, all men are worthless. Another says, you did not have to try them all, ho. So
Patrick, where's your gizmo you printed up? Where's the thing you printed up?
Let's see
you want to see the
stuff,
printed gizmos? Check this out.
Is that like night vision?
Yeah,
So,
by the way, and I'm very curious, is some of this night vision going on sale? I hate to be, like the buzzards.
No, if I don't have to.
Walter.
So there's this thing called the Tarsier Eclipse. It's this thing that fits on the outside, and it basically is a iris that you can open and close.
Uh-oh. What happened here? I'm still here.
Uh-oh.
I'm here. You're here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay. With night vision, you can darken or lighten if you need to, and it also adds depth of field. The Tarsiers, you can go on TNVC and buy a single Tarsier Eclipse, just one, for $250. Or you can do what I did, and I will post up the plans if anybody wants them. This is a 3D, if it will focus, 3D printed housing. Come on. Come on, I don't want to focus.
There you go.
Anyways,
There
it's a
you go.
3D printed housing
It was.
with a iris on the top and a little button that I printed as well. And all you do is slide it side to side, and it's all press fit. Everything just kind of presses in and works. This was a total of $15 each instead of $250. So.
Okay, so you saved some money.
So
Some money, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of bucks.
The tubes are in the front. Tubes are in the But what's in the front then? Just lens or space or?
Yeah, there's nothing. It's empty space here with the.
No, I mean on the other side, the other end, where your hand is.
The backside. That's the
lens.
backside. That's just the back of the optics.
And that was the whole part. This part was all bought. That was part of your headset deal you have?
Yeah, so this whole thing is my night vision. All I did was make the little plastic thing over the...
Okay.
Yeah, so the Tarsiers, if you buy the Tarsiers, it's just like a little cup that... It does the same thing. It's like a rubberized cup that you squeegee over.
Right.
This saves a whole lot of money, and it functions exactly the same. And,
so give me the rundown on that again. You're doing that to minimize the amount of light coming in, or what do you...
So yeah, you can do both. Minimize the light, and remember the iris on a camera dictates your depth of field. So with wide open iris on night vision, your depth of field is like this. So you have to constantly be focusing out, focus in, focus out, focus in. If your environment's bright enough, you can turn some of that light down, move your iris down a little bit, and that increases your depth of field exponentially.
Okay.
It's all based on light, though. So it was kind of a project to see if I could do it. I sat down, and within, I don't know, an hour and a half, I had this whole thing kind of CAD designed out. You can see I even put like knurling on the side because, remember, you have to turn to focus your optic. So I did some knurling. I did the button. But yeah, if anybody has a PVS 14 or something like that and wants to try, this will work on any of the standard PVS 14 style front ends. If anybody has that and wants to try it, let me know, and I'll send you the plans. I also posted it up to Facebook, YouTube as a short today, and in the comments, I posted the plans there, the STL, so you can download and print it yourself.
Okay, cool. Nice.
But no, it was fun. It's one of those. I got, I'm either going to be sitting here applying for jobs, working on the baby room, or today I took an hour to design something on CAD and have a little bit of fun.
No, that's good. Get the creative juices flowing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Plus, BabyFace is making sure, Walter, that he doesn't have to give up any of that night vision. He's like, man,
nothing's
nothing's
getting sold this time. We don't need it. It's not like last time. We can survive.
No. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be all right.
I think we will be. It just sucks.
Shooting Gallery Any says he's out there. He says, what's crack-a-lacking? Shout out to Shooting Gallery Any out there.
Joe?
Yep. Good to see him. Walter, do you have some gun stuff you want to show off? I'm sure in all this time we haven't been on the air, you've been... If not, if you're thinking about it, here, I'll show off something. So you guys have obviously seen the Liberty Suppressors Leonidas upper. That's the 300 Blackout upper. We're gonna do some stuff with this. Now, I put it on my, this is my PSA lower that I put it on, but what I have on here is a rear side charging handle instead of, which goes, let me see, can I get it to focus? There you go.
Oh, it's like an adapter that goes around the side.
Yeah, so if you have a flat top like this, Picatinny, you could put it over. You have to take everything apart in order to do it. Take your bolt out, and then take the charging handle out, and then, it gets bolted on, and then the stuff back here that you pull goes right here on the side. That goes back in, and then you could do that. You could side charge, which is what I think that the AR is missing, man. Why are ARs not side charging, for crying out loud? That's my question.
Because you don't buy the right ones. That's why.
Well, yeah.
Well, if Walter goes in the Stargate, he's got a couple, I bet.
Yeah, he'll bring a couple. By the way, this is from Devil Dog Concepts. This side charging. It's called the hard side charge. Oh, let me see if I could actually pull it up and share it with everyone out there. I think it's really cool. Something really cool.
Side charging handle system. The hard charger.
The hard charger from Devil Dog Concepts. And there's a few different handles and all that kind of stuff that you can get. They've got instructions on how to do it. It's real easy. I got this one from Barnauls. So big shout out to Barnauls. They sent it in for me to mess around with it. And I thought it would be great to go on this 300 Blackout, which is going to wind up being over at my house.
You have it set up wrong.
No, I don't.
The show that thing to the camera again.
What thing?
The top. Show the very top.
Okay. What did I do wrong?
That bracket, the brace part that goes over the Picatinny is supposed to go on the front, not the back. I'm looking at their video. So that part that goes over the Picatinny.
Oh, do I have it? Really?
It's supposed to go towards the handguard, not towards the rear. It looks like it gives it more stability. Because my complaint with the way it looks is that would take a rail space that you'd use for an optic. But you push that thing way far forward, and it would fix that.
Oh, so this thing you're saying has to come up more?
No. It's supposed to go towards the handguard. Yeah, it's supposed to be all the way forward towards the
up here?
There.
Oh, okay.
Their video shows it way up there, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take a look at
That's
it.
Cool,
and see I'll take a look and see what I did wrong there. So, wait. No, that doesn't make sense.
Or no, is there a second piece?
No, I don't think. So here, let me give you a close-up of that, because I don't think... I mean, I'm not saying... I could definitely be wrong. I do a lot of crazy stuff left to my own
that one in the back is supposed to go forward.
Yeah, but there's no other way. If this was supposed to go forward...
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able
maybe
to put
this is a different design.
Handle. You wouldn't be able to put this charging handle in here.
Oh, they come in different designs. They come with a forward bias, a middle bias, and a rear bias.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So you could get that little bridge piece on on forward, middle, or back. You just have to buy it that way.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's a couple of different ones. I think that's what we were showing here, right?
Yeah, that's cool actually. Yeah, they have the hard charger tactical.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Charger, and the hard charger rear.
Right
here.
There
you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. let's let me do a close up on that so people can see what we're talking about here.
If you scroll to the bottom, right there,
Yeah.
they show them. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can have them in different positions depending on where your optic goes.
Right.
Hard.
So there you go. It's really cool.
Walter just
Hard.
Hard.
retardedly in the background. Hard.
Hard.
Anyway, listen, I think that's really cool. We'll be shooting this 300 blackout, doing some videos with it. When's the next time we're getting together to make to shoot some guns?
Hey, I got all day, every day now.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Right now, this minute. Walt, what you got? What you got?
We're all familiar with the KP Arms or KE Arms blowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember those, the one-piece things?
Yes.
Well, they basically private labeled it to Wrathworks, and Wrathworks does the same thing, except theirs has a trapdoor in the back.
Uh-huh.
I was able to purchase 4 of these
Okay.
on a Black Friday special.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty special, in my opinion.
For
I
how
wouldn't
much?
have done it.
Okay.
Well, I can't say that to everybody, but
Oh. What didn't
There
you
is such
get
thing
all
as
of
map pricing.
they were selling them stripped like this one is,
Uh-huh.
and then they were selling them with the guts. And I purchased, I believe I purchased 2 populated and 2 not populated. So I've got extra ones. I'll just say that. The other one's at the shop. I took it back to the shop, but so yeah, I mean, I couldn't pass up the deal. It was a super deal. But I just got them because
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. I want to hear the
Yeah.
the distributor price
Yeah,
afterwards.
Walter is definitely not talking about this price. Has me curious.
No.
80% Freak says on the website it looks like it goes towards the rear. I think there's different ones.
Yeah,
And DCG says, who made it? Devil Dog Concept makes one. That's who we got here. And Armin and Axis says, at Hank Strange, BFP Walt, what is the side? What is that? I don't know what that means.
What is the side?
Or what's the side? Is he asking what's the side charger?
It's the site.
Oh,
Devil Dog Concepts.
Oh, the site.
Well,
Oh, yeah, Devil.
Maybe the site.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's
Also,
talking about.
check out what I sent you a text of, Mr.
Oh, okay.
Strange.
Oh, okay. Is it something that I'm gonna not be able to unsee?
No.
Okay, you want me to show this? Okay, cool.
Yeah, go take a look at that.
Are these yours?
No, those are not mine. Those front ends there did get pinned and welded. Well, not pinned and welded. I'm sorry. They got drilled and pinned here at the my hacienda, at my place.
Oh, cool.
So if anybody out there wants similar work done, I can absolutely get a F2 or a front sight paste put on your M16 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Very
mean
nice.
you did it to mount the actual sight?
Yep. Somebody got in contacted and was asking if I could put a sight on he was building up 2 M16 clones,
So
and he
that'll
wanted
be
front
right
sight
there.
bases. Yep. He wanted front sight bases put on the little pencil barrels, and he said nobody will do that. Nobody wants to do that work, and I was like, screw it, money's money.
Well, but yeah, you have to be careful because if you're not careful, you'll F it up.
It is
bad,
a massive pain in the ass. Because it's a massive pain in the ass. But if anybody else wants it done, I have all the tooling to do it now. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never. I'm trying if I've ever tried to drill a virgin barrel with a sight thing, for those sight things. Usually, I get them and they would.
They're already on it.
Not.
It's a massive pain in the ass. I had to use so his kits like mine already had holes in the front sight bases from the old pins.
Right.
So you have to realign it and put it in correctly, and then you have to drill it with an end mill because you can't use a drill bit. The drill bit walks all over that barrel.
Yeah.
Big pain in the ass, but I got it done, and I am fully capable of doing it. If anybody else needs it, I would love to drill your barrel for you. No euphemism. That ain't a euphemism.
Listen, man, if you got to do what you got to do. You got to go on OnlyFans. We're not gonna hold it against you.
Drumming up business however I can.
I would just say wear a mask. Try to.
I put in
some
a
mystery.
call today. I guess this isn't really off topic. I put in a call today for at-home businesses to get a license from the county for an at-home business. And I don't know why I expected them to return my call within one business day, but they have yet to, so I will call them again tomorrow. But
Okay.
I have decided I'm working on getting the business licensing done, and then I'm going to call the ATF and have them come inspect.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because they're going to want to see all that stuff.
Yep.
Probably the first thing they're going to ask you. So,
Yep.
First or second. Yeah.
Yep. So
Right.
I have decided, for anybody listening, that I am going down the path of getting that FFL and, God willing, making an at-home business for the time being and seeing what kind of funding we can get out of.
Gonna do the 07 or just a straight FFL?
I would like to do the 07. My other thought was doing an 02, which is gunsmithing, but I would prefer to get an 07 because it covers you. It gives you everything.
Right. And the county's cool with you doing that in your house?
I have read through the stipulations on the website, and I fall within everything that they stipulate. Now, if there's politics mixed in, I don't know. But according to the county website, I do fall well within everything stipulated.
Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with going for it if you run into something that you could just figure it out from there. You might have to get a little space somewhere, somewhere else or something.
Well, yeah,
But
you have to get a commercial.
Yeah. DCG44 says go for it, BFP. Yeah, you might just need to get a different space someplace. And you can get
We'll
those
see.
cheap.
I'm gonna run down that path and see what the county tells me. And if I have to get a space, then that would be my next step, is figuring out the space requirements and things like that. But for now, I'm going to go down the path of trying to get it out of the garage. And I mean, I'm not going to be a big time producer. I'm not going to be a Walter Keller. It would be small stuff, if anything.
Big time.
Walter's a mogul.
Yes, the mogul of the. Can you imagine my little garage? I got multiple CNCs.
At some point, check it out. Look, I don't even know what's that. Here it goes. Look,
there it is.
At some point, there'll be BFP Incorporated shirts. I don't know what you're gonna call your. Oh, Walter's got it too. There you go. Boom. Walter's
I got it on too. Yeah.
Walter's got the shirt on.
Yep.
No, it'll be nice to be able to take. I can't tell you how many people have contacted me from videos I've done and said, "Hey, can you do such and such for me?" And it like something I've done on the video, and I'm like, a bunch of people. Can I send you a Mini 14 and get the barrel threaded? I'm like, can you take the barrel off the action? Because if you can take the barrel off, I can thread the barrel. You can't send me the whole action.
So let me ask you this.
Like that'd be easier.
Yeah. So along these lines, what about a mobile? Can you get a mobile FFL? Like, can that?
I don't know about that. That sounds wild.
No.
Just make guns on the go.
Well, so can you have it, and then can you have a mobile unit that you go out and do stuff like at gun shows, for example?
Seriously doubt it.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to read the rules on that one.
Yeah.
Your only mobile is like gun show stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or is an official gun show, yeah.
Yeah, but so what I was asking is if you could go to gun shows and do gunsmithing like that, but have an FFL, or is it that you could just go and the people have to come and you have to do it in that moment? And
I think you have to either do it in the moment or have your FFL and take it back to your shop and like book it in there on the spot.
Yeah, I don't know. They're more weird about stuff than they used to be. So
well, because I've seen guys like going to gun shows and engraving and stuff, but I guess that's
putting sights on guns. I've seen all that stuff.
Right. Okay.
So I know for sure here in our county. I had a friend 2 years ago that got his FFL. He just got the plain booking in, booking out type. Yeah, 01. He got an 01. Mm-hmm. So they're obviously cool, and he was in an apartment, or not an apartment, but a townhome. Mm-hmm. So clearly they're cool enough to let somebody in a townhome have a, because they have rules like you can only have like a couple of walk-ins per day. You can't have extra parking spaces. They have a whole bunch of stuff.
Depends on the zoning.
Yeah, the zoning is going to be the thing. Yeah,
we will find out. I'm going to follow through and see what happens, and I'll keep everybody posted.
Yeah, 80% Freak says that's great, BFP. I hope it goes well for you. Live the dream.
Hopefully, we will have BFP AKs in the coming years.
Yeah. Dan Hates You says gun truck like a food truck. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. A mobile FFL where you just sell on the go.
That
recipe for disaster.
That's called a hooder.
Yeah. Sell out of the trunk of your car.
Yeah.
You never know. I don't know if you want to mess around with any of that right now.
I do know.
don't.
It's not going to go.
I do not want to mess around with the ATF.
Yeah. Armament and Access says he had an FFL for 9 years. Yeah, I've had one for a while. I don't know if it's 9 years. Probably 5 years or something like that. But I don't have the manufacturer's one.
Supposedly, from everything that I've read and heard about, most of your field agents are more than happy to help you along the journey. Like, most of them are fairly decent people that are more than happy to answer your questions and get stuff done for you. It seems like the top brass are the ones that people have major issues with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just make sure your books are good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Right now,
No,
it's dotting the I's and crossing the T's and all that bullshit like that. And that's how they get That's how they get brownie points. So just if your books are all right and your inventory's there, and you're not going to have massive of that, most likely to start, then they're going to show up. You're going to flop your book out. You're going to flop your inventory out. They're gonna check your inventory, and then they're on their way. Things like having out you're supposed to have the stuff about things posted, your license posted, and all that. Things like that.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Okay, boom. You guys got cut off. My bad. Sorry about that.
Everything that I'm reading, it seems fairly straightforward. I can see how if you have been in the business for 20 years and things move around a lot, you might be able to make mistakes with the books. But for somebody like me who's going to be producing extremely small amounts of handmade things, I can't imagine it being too difficult. But who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah, listen, I agree with everyone out there. Yeah, I don't think any of us are trying to discourage you. I say go for it and then figure it out from there. I think the flip side, and what Walter's alluding to, is that unfortunately these mofos are politically motivated these days, and they're killing lots of effort. It's sad. I mean, Walter has a friend, which I know his friend pretty well, and I was talking to that guy the last time I was over there with you, Walt, and it's really messed up, man. That's not cool. What happened to your buddy?
Did he have? I know why they went after him politically, but what was the excuse they found to actually end his FFL? Did he have a problem with his books or something?
Somebody making some. It was something that in the past would have been easily fixed and taken care of, but they used that as an issue to start the whole process.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's just a thing I think they kind of targeted him because of what he makes.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. They had a hard on for that. You got to remember that most of these people that come and see you, that come and do the bookwork stuff, are just that. They're bookwork people, and they don't know a whole lot about things. And they'll see things and they'll go, whoa, what's that? Oh, I gotta talk to somebody. It's like they don't know what the fuck they're. Not all of them, but most of them. And then it's like, or if you ask them a question, they can't. You can't answer them a question like a tech branch question.
No,
that's not their.
No.
They. If you're gonna,
they're there to look at your paperwork and be done.
Right.
They're pencil pushers.
So the sooner you stick to that, and you stay focused on that, you don't have conversations about your family and all that bullshit.
Yeah, it's strictly business. You're there to do a business transaction.
If they're not talking to you, just sit there and look nice and.
Yep.
Yeah. 80% Freak says, is it true that if you don't sell enough guns or do enough transfers, the ATF wants to yank your FFL?
You're supposed to have the FFL as a business.
Yes.
Someone like, for example, someone like Hank, or there's people who are photographers, and they have to have the license to have the guns go in and out technically legally. They're not really selling anything,
But
I
you
don't
still
think
have
they
to
can-
sell stuff, like we do a lot of transfers and stuff like that.
I imagine you
Transfers
have
and
to
stuff
have.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing business from transfers, but it's also part of their business. I'm a photographer. I need to have this so I can get things in and out.
Right.
So-
And there's
Mhm.
there's no minimum. There's nothing that says you have to do this amount or that amount or whatever. You just have to show you're doing it in a business. And
Basic-
Not
yeah,
yet.
basically
Not
they do-
yet. Not yet. They do want to make it tougher for people to do all that. By the way,
They want.
there are things that are coming down from the ATF, from what I hear, that they do want to make it more difficult for folks like ourselves to do what we do. Believe it or not.
They also don't want every dude licensed with an FFL just buying stuff for themselves. They
and your friends.
want to
And your friends.
and your friends. Yeah, they want you to be a business. That's what I have read multiple times.
Yeah.
Right. But so when they come to chat with you, make sure that you treat it in that fashion.
It's
And
a
they
business.
ask you those,
Yep.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it
no,
is.
I
mean, it is.
I would
Without
be
a
more
doubt,
than
that's why
happy-
you're doing it, right? So
If
that's
there's
what-
folks I know or things like that, somebody finds and says, "Hey, could you be my FFL? Could you transfer for me?" I'm more than happy to do that. Not a problem.
Yeah, you want to do all the internet transfers you can because that's like $20 or $30 a pop.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
in your
I'd
books,
be,
out
I'd
of
be
your
more than
books,
happy
you
to
know?
do all that.
Right.
The reason
yeah.
I'm getting it is I want to get into building. I want to start making I want to start
Technically-
making BFP AKs, and I want to be able to bring in work from outside and say, hey, if you need things done, you can send me your MIDI 14 and I'll thread the barrel for you.
And technically, to do that type of stuff, you're supposed to have a license.
Yes, correct. You are correct.
Once you are engaged in business.
You're not supposed to be doing that for strangers just because you want to.
Yeah.
That's-
Are my
that's-
friends. Walter, I have a vast network of friends, Walter.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I do get that. I get that.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah.
Listen, a lot of this stuff, man, there's so many negative things. People might not think it's important. I know folks that are, we do, and folks that are in the audience do. But there's a lot of people out there that don't think it's important what administration is running things. Unfortunately,
It is.
the current administration is going to get up to lots of shenanigans when it comes to guns. And they've got, what do they got? Like at least 2 more years to something like that?
Now they have a couple months before things really change for them.
Yeah.
After after January, they're not going to be able to do much of anything gun wise.
What are you talking about? Because of the
Yes.
shift in Congress?
Yes.
The House is run, so they won't be able to get anything done.
I don't know.
really.
I don't know that the House is gonna point their oversight at what the administration has gotten up to
No,
with guns.
no,
I know we
they're-
need to help.
I'm not
do
talking
that,
about that. I'm talking about
That's not. Yeah.
legislation. Yeah, but the ATF obviously doesn't need legislation. They're just going
That's
out
the
and doing
problem.
lots of
Legally,
stupid shit. Yeah.
Legally, they do. Legally, they
I
do.
agree.
The problem here is that some case against the ATF or against the EPA or one of those for Chevron needs to be taken to the Supreme Court.
The Supreme
That's the
Court,
only
yeah.
way
Once-
something's going to
And
happen.
once it does with the court the way it is, it'll probably go our way.
Yeah, but look, we got
Yes.
a good ruling from Bruin, and we're still seeing shenanigans. So
Well,
yes,
because
I
they-
agree with you guys. But one, the court doesn't want to take up a lot of firearms related stuff, and two, even if they did and it went our way, it's still going to be time. And ATF is still. You guys are going to see how much shenanigans ATF get up to next year. Sorry, go ahead.
We all agree
Yeah.
with you, but that's the way the world works, unfortunately.
And the court, I've came to this, and it's the reason why. The court's not going to take up every little nitpicking case. Bump stocks don't mean anything to the court. Constitutional stuff like Bruin, when you deny somebody's constitutional stuff, that's a little bit bigger. Technically, the 68, the 86, the thing about stopping civilian manufacturing machine guns, that should be flipped.
Yes,
That's because that's restricting my constitutional rights.
absolutely.
Nowhere in the Constitution did it talk anything about whether it's a machine gun or it's a muzzle loader or it's a freaking slingshot. Give me.
Listen, I agree with you, man. And it's not like if we got like a super majority. In other words, we got You know,
Don't
a
count on
Republicans aren't gonna
conservative
change
in the
it.
right, a conservative Republican in the White House and
They're not gonna
the
change it.
Senate and Congress is. We already went through that, so it's
Correct.
crazy that we have to go through all these things and all
We-
these shenanigans are happening.
We went through that with Trumpy. Trumpy had all the cards in his hand. He could have cleaned up ATF. For everybody that loves Trump, I mean, I don't hate the man, but for everybody that loves Trump, he could have cleaned ATF up. He could have cleaned all these other regulatory things up. You know, I'm going to fire him. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to clean the
Yeah.
swamp.
Didn't do
All he
any of
did
it.
was,
Did you see recently
did-
Trump said that the Constitution should be suspended?
No,
Yeah, I saw something about that. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
it's not exactly what he said. I don't
Well-
want to defend what he said, and
Right.
it's not exactly what he said. I personally believe that I understand where
What
he was
exactly
going
did
with
he
it.
say? Let's see if we can pull that up because maybe we should, clarify on that. Where did he say it? Where? Let's see if we can. I know we can't find it on Snopes.
You can nope, that's not it. Do you know? Do you throw the presidential election results of 2020 out and declare the rightful winner, or do we have a new election? A massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Our great founding fathers did not want and would not condone false and fraudulent elections. So I don't think personally, and I will argue for lefties a lot of times when people say they said something that I don't believe they did. I think it's just what he said was stupid, but I don't believe he said we should not have the Constitution. The way that I see it is he was saying the founding fathers would not have put up with this shit. This is unprecedented territory. That's the way I see it.
And he's talking about his election.
Yeah, he's still got a hard on for 2020.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed long ago. There's nothing anybody's doing. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Yeah, Night Train says, unfortunately, not every Republican politician is Marjorie Taylor Greene or Thomas Massey. So there you go.
Massey, yeah, I do like Massey.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of shenanigans coming our way, and we should all make sure that we are taking our vitamins, getting our sleep. We might all have to take vows of celibacy and all that, so we have our full.
Wait a minute.
Liver.
Wait a minute. Nobody's taking no vows of celibacy. I ain't going into no priesthood. You.
We're gonna have to get. We're gonna have
What
to
does
get
that
our
have to do with? What does that have to do?
We're gonna have to get HGH shots, and all be
I don't need
some
no-
old dudes
I
with
don't
some
need-
cum gutters walking around.
Everybody's got to be
Trust me.
eating liver.
Yeah.
We'll qualify. We'll still ride a mini bike for an hour. Whoever can ride
Ancestral-
a mini bike can be for an hour can be in my battalion. Okay.
Yeah, we'll all have to be on our ancestral diets.
Ancestral diet. What a bunch of horse shit. I was going to comment on that when you said that about that guy.
Yeah.
That's the
fucking
name of
idiot.
his thing. That's not me. That's
He
his
was
name.
all about eating. He was
Yeah.
all about eating organ meat. That man
So
loved
he
him,
was eat-
and not
so
only
he was
that,
killing.
raw organ meat.
It's bullshit.
Okay. Yeah. That's fucking
Nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Unfortunately, there's going to be some fights that we're going to be getting into next year. So,
I'm gonna put that dude out with the out in Africa with some tribal people and watch him drink the pee and mix up the blood and drink that and all that
God.
stuff they do
Oh,
out there in
God.
Africa. It's like,
that's
Well,
not
see
the
how
only
long
place
you're
they do it. Listen,
see,
lots
I
of
know that, but
yeah.
see how long you last out there with the tribal.
Yeah.
folks.
Lots of
No,
Americans drink their own pee.
Well,
Remember Caltech did
not-
that whole advertising thing? If you're the
Well-
kind of person that drinks your own pee, you don't remember that?
I
No.
did. Oh, that was on Crump's show. They were oohing over the over that funky stock Caltech. It doesn't have a grip on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that's only for people who drink their own pee.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the fuck? You don't drink your own pee? Come on.
Yeah.
Come
If
on.
you don't know what I'm talking about, here it is here.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Advertising for those who drink their own
Oh,
urine.
that's right. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah,
Bada,
yeah,
bada,
yeah,
bada.
yeah. What's just and what that do? You're still see that campaign worked. We're still talking about it.
Yes,
we are.
you're correct. You are
We still
totally
talking
correct
about it.
there.
For real. Yeah,
That's
it did.
you know.
It only probably
come on.
cost them like about $2 million, but yeah, for sure.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I could have come up with some crazy shit like that easy. You know.
Well, I don't know if I want to associate
For the
my
men who
dog with
punch their
drinking
own
pee.
selves in the nuts so that their nuts get bigger. This gun's for you.
That might work one time, and then they'll start to rot off.
I don't think there's such a thing as cauliflower nuts. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, they'll start to rot off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You don't need a drain. If you got to drain it, you got a problem.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be walking around with big nuts holding you up. You know, like, yeah, you don't want that. That's like elephant
Yeah.
nuts is not fun.
When you gotta get out of Dodge and you're running, the guy with the big nuts is gonna be dead. So
Flapping in the wind.
The guy with the big nuts goes down first. 80% Freak says, did you see Massey's school, the bozo in Congress that was trying to pass a bump stock ban? It's beautiful. Yeah, yes, I did see that.
I didn't see that. No, I don't think I did. I might have.
I think it's a California Democrat, such an idiot, has a picture of it's a big old billboard. It's a back end of an AR-15 with an arm through a pistol brace, and it wrapped around the forearm. And the guy's got his pointer, and he's like, see, when you put this on this, it becomes a bump stock. See, it bumps here, and it becomes a bump stock. And Massey turns around and is like, that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. And the guy's like, you just don't know what you're talking about. It's a bump stock. And Massey's just like, you're an idiot. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't be there because I would say what I would say to you if you said that.
Yes.
I would say, you're out of your fucking mind, buddy.
Yes, you are such an idiot.
Mr. Keller, you're out of order. You know, they'd be pounding on their gavel. And,
let's not forget-
Insurrection!
Let's not forget that there was a Democrat who believed wholeheartedly that Guam was going to flip over if we put too many people on it.
Yeah.
It's going to overtip the island.
Overturn the island.
Yeah.
And the general that was there was like, sir, I don't believe it works like that.
Yeah. You know, it's like, did you ever see, I don't know if you ever saw Coming to America? Arsenio Hall was playing, he played a reverend. He was like, you know, it helped Gilligan get off the island. You ever saw that?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, if you look at, oh my God, Coming to America, classic American movie. Everyone should watch it.
It's got to be your number one movie.
No, it's not even my number one Eddie Murphy movie. My number one Eddie Murphy movie is Golden Child. You know,
it's not even your number one Eddie Murphy. Coming to America.
But Golden Child, he goes, I want the knife, please.
Okay.
Only the people who looked at Golden Child knows this. He goes,
the cop
only
movies were also pretty
ass
good.
that is this narrow can pass through. Only the chosen ass can pass through this valley.
I do not remember that movie.
Yeah,
Golden
Child is funny to me. I like it. It also has Charles Dance in it, which I like. Charles Dance. You know, he's the bad guy in there. But yeah, Coming to America. So yeah, I could see like the guy. You know, the people that just came to mind when you were talking about this guy who believes about the island. If you put too many people and too many tanks on the island, you tip the island over.
And that's
by the way,
guy. You know what, dude? You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, the guy was so nice to him.
Yeah, Cruise Man says, "Soul glow, let your soul glow."
By the way, I have found my dream job. I'm just going to say this. I have officially found my dream job.
What is it?
There is a guy, or I guess it's two guys.
Because I know what my dream job is. Death by
on
Snooze
eBay. On eBay, found a original 1908 steel shooting gallery with the wheels and the cranks and all the cool shits, the birds and all that. And they bought it off eBay, have rehabbed it, and traveled the country with 22 short, little pump action 22 short, and it's It's like $5 for 20 rounds of 22 short. Goddamn, I would do that. I would travel circuses and carnivals and stand outside with the little pump action and a shooting gallery, and I would make tons of money. It'd be so much
Are you sure you don't like driving?
I don't like driving, but to do that would be hella fun.
Oh, okay.
Have the shooting gallery? Oh, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, I think Shooting Gallery New England has the copyright on that.
He needs to get himself a real shooting gallery.
Yeah. Yeah. So listen,
Well,
anyway,
you know,
the moral of the story, don't tip over your island. What's that, Walt?
Don't tip over the island.
Yeah, don't tip the island over.
You'd run
Don't put too much
into
weight on it.
one big, huge stumbling block right away. LEAD.
Lead.
I guess you'd have
And
to
the
put it
EPA.
somewhere.
Yeah, but you
And
could use airsoft.
You're poisoning
You could use
the children's. Yeah. We're talking about
The children.
we're talking about 22 caliber. It's not you can't have a
poison
shooting
were-
gallery
yeah.
with an airsoft.
Look
You
at
gotta have it with
poison the
22s.
children's on the
Those were so
island.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
a real shooting gallery. That's all I want. And like,
Yeah.
can
I'm
a
sorry,
man
I'm
just
a
dream?
I'm just a realist.
Can a man just dream about owning a real steel shooting
Why
gallery?
you killing his dream, Walt?
I'm just
He
telling
just-
you what's gonna happen.
He just wants
Walther,
to.
the ultimate pragmatist.
Yeah, he
over
just
here.
wants to die an old man with a shooting gallery and cum gutters.
That's
and then
it.
they're
That's
gonna-
all you need.
Then they're gonna throw the liability assurance at you. That's like $30 billion
Just
a
got
year.
a rain, just shitting all over my parade right now.
I'm sorry, man. It's a real world, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's for reals. Yeah, the EPA will be all over that.
The lead,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's
The lead.
electric? What if your mode of transportation is electric? What about that?
That
What
makes
about
up for the
what
lead
you're
going into
shooting?
the water system.
Yeah, you use you can use the Cybertruck to tow it around.
You use the Cybertruck, that makes up for all the lead in the drinking water that we leave behind.
Yeah, I agree. What about that, Walt? What about them
That's
apples?
that's even uppers right there.
The leftists wouldn't let you go for that.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Your
true.
influence. It's like worst thing you could do. You could have a guy running it that smokes.
Okay, here's your 5 rounds.
Come up here, yeah.
We're taking a break.
Turn over here.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You guys should have heard these guys doing their best old dude impersonation here.
Hey, you little brat, get over here. It's your turn to shoot by your way. Bring your mother there, the one with the cleavage. Get her over here. Yeah, come over here. Yeah.
You know what's my first? There's a So I don't know if people. This is a Christmas movie. In a Christmas movie, this is a line: Niagara Falls, Niagara Falls. Who knows what that line comes from? Yeah, Niagara Falls.
No.
By the way, boom! Here goes the van that I'm broadcasting out of tonight. This is
Is that a
the
horn out the front? Or is that
Yeah,
a
what the hell's
phone
that
out the
horn
front?
No,
on it?
that is a sea sucker vacuum suction mount that I put on there with a
What'd you
GoPro.
call me? I ain't no sea sucker.
So this thing right here, this is a vacuum suction mount that I put on the front there, and it vacuumed down, and I drove around with this GoPro. I got a GoPro 10 from this Christmas party I went to.
Oh, wow, cool.
You and these wealthy Christmas parties.
So
Ritzy freaking Christmas parties.
so you can suction cup that thing on, and I was driving on the highway. I was doing 70 miles an hour, and it didn't come off. Lola was like, "Oh, it's gonna fall off."
Ballsier than I am. Oh my god.
Yeah. So this is the 2023 Winnebago Travado KL on the 2022, the brand new chassis. So this is entirely new ProMaster chassis. The front fascia right there. See the sexy little lights. Everything on this chassis is all new. That's I actually borrowed that from Sunshine State RV, and we did a video. I went out to Oleno State Park. Lola and I, we spent the weekend out there. We did a video on it.
Where is that at?
It's not far from here. It's off
Olenos?
441, Oleno State Park. Yeah, it's a nice place to go camping. You don't have to have a van. You can have you can go out there tent camping.
Oleno State.
Oleno, yes.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah. So
check the pronunciation before you.
is it Oleno?
Oh, it's between us and it's like right north of the High Springs, between us and Lake City. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Oleno. I think I'm pronouncing it right.
I've never heard of it. It looks nice though.
Yeah, it's cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
We went there.
Cool.
You know what? I took the scooters out, and Lola and I were riding the scooters around. The park has like roads that goes through it and everything, because you could visit it for a day. And you know how fast I got on my scooter?
Too fast.
28 miles per hour.
You got the balls of that.
I was
too much for me.
zipping on that thing.
Yeah.
Lola too. I think Lola got up to like.
You still
29.
got 60 more to go to get the 88. You know, to do that whole.
That's how you have no skin when you fall.
Oh yeah, but listen, there were people that were walking. Like we saw these people that walked to different parts, and I was like, Lola, I'm taking these scooters, and Lola's like, oh my god, we gotta take the scooters. She was so happy when we were coming back on those things, man. So yeah, you gotta take the scooters with you. So anyway, that's what I'm broadcasting out of. That's why everything looks so different. There's a couple of things I want to do before we wrap up. So I think, guys, this is our second to last Free-for-All Monday for the year, because I believe we're doing next week Monday. I'm just going to look at the calendar here. I think we're doing next week Monday, right? We're doing Free-for-All Monday, but the following is going to be the day after Christmas, so we're probably not doing that.
Wow.
No, I won't be here.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing any other shows. So next Monday, next Free-for-All Monday, we're not doing any shows this week, and then we're going to do Free-for-All Monday. Are we coming back for the end of the year? You guys want to do like a, New Year's Eve thing, or no?
We will be doing a New Year's Eve.
I'll be back.
You'll be back?
Yeah.
I mean, we could
Yeah,
just
I'll be
get
back.
on New Year's Eve.
Let's make it tentative.
Yeah, tentative with New Year's Eve. But we don't have that many
Maybe.
shows left for the year. Just so everyone knows out there, we do appreciate everyone. So the next one's going to probably be our Christmas kind of show then.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to have a bunch of people on and off, coming in and out like we've done
For the
before?
Christmas one, no. Maybe we'll do that for New Year's Eve. We'll have a bunch of people coming on and off.
That'd be good.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Next one, we'll...
And some shots maybe and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see the brace band. I don't know when everyone bets the brace band is coming out. I think it's coming soon, though, unfortunately.
Well, we made it through December, and so far
we haven't seen it, but I think we're going to see it soon. So, 80% Freak says, Hank, that was from A Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis. No, it was from Scrooged, the movie Scrooged. Remember there was the cab driver. He was it was a ghost of Christmas Future or something like that. No, it was a cab driver in there. There was like a ghost cab driver that was taking him through. Scrooge is basically like a Christmas story, right? It's a take on that, and there was a cab driver in there who was like Niagara Falls.
Okay.
You guys
only you.
Yeah, seriously.
Crazy stuff sticks in my mind. So anyway, that's what's going on with the show. We're doing tonight. We're going to do next week Monday, and then we'll probably come back for New Year's Eve before we get into next year. That's how we're going to go. I'm going to go down the list here and let these guys tell you how you could support them. Of course, they're still... Babyface has got all this time, so we're expecting to see videos coming out from him.
I'm waiting to hear from Lola that a serialized receiver came in. As soon as that happens...
Oh, something coming up this way? Okay,
as soon as that comes in, we are going to be building up a AK-74.
Yeah, I think we got to get together and do some shooting sometime soon, but I'm not sure. Okay, but let's go through. Let's let Babyface tell you guys how you could support him, all that stuff.
YouTube.com/babyfaceP or Instagram baby_faceP. YouTube will have more content coming soon. I'm waiting for the receiver and a couple other odds and ends. Instagram, if you want to keep up, that's where I post all my nonsense and comedy things, so you can find that there.
Yeah, you are on Twitter as well.
Twitter, yeah, at RealBabyFaceP. I do not post. I do a lot of commenting, but I don't post a whole lot.
Yeah. By the way, Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis, that's a really good movie. When chicks say that, remember the chick from the Katniss Evergreen chick? I forgot what her name is. But she was in the Hunger Games movies. She just put out a thing saying that she was the first female action lead in a movie.
Of Jennifer
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. I guess she never saw Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis.
The first action lead in a movie.
Yeah, she was the first female action lead in a movie. This is what she said.
I guess she hasn't seen very many movies, I guess.
No. So Lola says New Year's Eve, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, question mark.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She says folks are going to be out partying, not stuck at home like you three old dudes.
Oh, thanks, Lola. Thanks.
I don't think that's true. I don't think people
I personally prefer to stay home, actually, on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, me too. I don't like to be out with a whole bunch of crazy ass people.
I've done that shit before. I've wobbled my way home before on New Year's Eve.
No, that's the freaking purge with those people out there. No. So you guys let us know what you think about it. I think we should do Christmas Eve or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas Eve is early in the evening, too. I mean,
yeah.
Unless you do it late, but, I mean...
No, we don't have to do it late. We could just do it and wish everyone a new year, talk about the past year. Okay, Walter, tell the people how they can follow you, communicate with you, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. You can blah, blah, blah me on safety, on Facebook. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Instagram,
Patrick, you
YouTube,
know Walter
Safety
wants to be
Artifacts.
blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Safety Hard Firearms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Dirtfoot Racing, same thing. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And then there's Sten Parts. I haven't posted a lot of stuff lately. I've been a little, we'll say, sometimes the creativity doesn't flow like it ought to, But
I saw you posting stuff with a Christmas truck. I saw that.
Yeah. The Christmas parade. We did a Christmas parade in Newport Richie over the weekend. But yeah, I got to do some more stuff, actual engines and things that go room, 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 and things like that. So hopefully I'll get to that stuff here shortly. So
okay.
Yeah, I might do something tomorrow. Actually, somebody was asking me about one of my mini bikes. I got to pull it out and show it to them and take some videos. So
okay, yeah, you sound like you're going to be on OnlyFans. I got to pull it out, show it to them, take some videos.
I got to pull it out, show it to them.
Yeah. Now, we need to get together and do some shooting of stuff, but I also have some videos I need to put out. I'm going to put out a video with Walter trying to shoot some machine guns and it not working. That's going to be so funny.
Our new B&T stock. They're going to start cutting some metal probably tomorrow for one of the new B&T stock.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, then we'll have to do that. Dan Hates You says, what about Festivus for the rest of us?
Festivus?
Yeah, Festivus. Yeah, right along with Kwanzaa, we'll be celebrating that.
Festivus, motherfucker. Yeah.
So listen, we are gonna we're gonna go to the end here, running the end stuff, and we're gonna come back, and I guess Walter is gonna leave us with words of wisdom. So get it on deck.
Okay.
Get your words of wisdom on deck right now. Big thanks everyone for hanging out with us here. We appreciate you guys. I'm gonna run the end in. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us here on the show. We're gonna rip the audio out of this, throw it up on iTunes or any of the places that you get your audio podcast from. We're actually on Audible now. You could go to hankstrange.com and get it as well. So big thanks to everyone who's downloading the podcast. We appreciate that. And big thanks to BabyFace P as well as Walter for hanging out with us here and having fun. Words of wisdom, Walt. You got something?
Well, as we're in this holiday season, as they call it, and everybody isn't so festive during the holiday season. So, if you run into somebody who's not too festive during the holiday season, just give them a big hug. No, I guess you could be respectful of their lack of enthusiasm, but don't let that bring you down. So,
Yeah, and by the way, it's Christmas time. That's what it is. Get out the Christmas movie, start looking at it. You don't have to be Christian to celebrate Christmas.
No,
you can
you
get into it, and it's a good time. It's a good time to remember the fellowship of mankind.
Yes.
The awesomeness.
And be nice to your neighbor and all that kind of good stuff. Yes. And even though you don't want
to.
Why
is Patrick smiling?
I'm just waiting for us to end it. It's late.
Okay. All right. We are out of here. We're going to see you guys. I'm hitting the button right now, Patrick. I'm hitting it right now.